show us the edge. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Trying to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the outlaw dog. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love you want it all. This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Post Game Report. We up in this thing. Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being in the live, man. PPR in the game, representing the flocking nation. Stand up, Pale Nation. Stand up. I'm Big Q. We got DC chiming in. Lexa pop in when she can. Big ups to y'all, man. Much love to the family members joining us on the stream, man. Listen. There's some news here, man. And listen, I got a chat question, fam. Y'all please feel free to chime in the chat. Let me know how you guys feel about the Pelicans pulling the trigger. We were saying what y'all gonna do here. Everybody's making moves. The Pelicans have to improve. And they pulled off a humdinger. You know, to use some
what?
A humdinger. That's an old school country term. That says that this was a pretty solid trade. Anyway, let's get right into it.
Where you find these damn sayings from?
Actually, it was, I'm not going to say it. All right, sources, Hawks dealing Dejounte Murray 2 pals. But guess what? Brandon Ingram is not a part of this deal. So let's
say what?
And say what? So, yeah, all I can say, man, is...
Oh boy!
Because this is the thing, man. The Pelicans are adding Atlanta Hawks guard Dejounte Murray to their backcourt. Adrian Wojnarowski dropped this tidbit not too long ago. Pelicans are sending veteran forward Larry Nance Jr. I know Willie crying in his bed right now, crying, upset. Larry Nance Jr. is being traded. Second-year guard.
Well, he got me sees now, bro.
That's right. That's right. He got Macy now.
And he got Carlo, DJ guy, Carlo Metkovic.
Yeah, I think we still.
And guess what, Q? Macy's can do the switch on. He can switch on point guard. 7-footer that can switch on point guards, man. It's kind of rare.
Second-year guard Dyson Daniels. Shout out to both those brothers.
Oh man, we lost Dice.
Dyson Daniels is gone. A 2025 first-round pick via the Lakers. And the least favorable of a 2027 first-round pick from either the Bucks or the Pelicans to Atlanta for 27-year-old Dejounte Murray, who just finished his second year in Atlanta. Murray averaged a career-high 22.5 points a game last year for the Hawks while making a career-best 201 three-pointers. He averaged over 6 per game, over 5 rebounds per game while sharing the backcourt with Mr. Ice Trae Young. Atlanta sent 3 first-round picks to the Spurs back in 22 to get Murray to build that backcourt, and it didn't last very long. The prior year, as the lead guard in San Antonio, Murray averaged over 21 points per game, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, and a league-leading 2 steals per game. So this guy has serious game, man, and he'll be a big help to the
double threat, baby.
Indeed. All right. So there you go. So since Murray's moved to Atlanta, he's seen his 3-point shot develop in a big way. That was a part of his game right now. He's a do-all guy, and he's a guy that could facilitate, play defense, shoot the three, averages over 20 points per contest. So in 5 complete seasons with the Spurs, Murray missed the 2018-2019 season with a torn ACL. He made 218 3-pointers while shooting 33% from distance. He hit 334 in his 2 seasons with Atlanta, topping out at 36.3 this season. So there you go. The Pels pull the trigger and land Dejounte Murray for not BI, but for Larry Nance, Dyson Daniels, a 2025 first-round pick, and then a 27 first-round pick from the Bucks. So 2 first-rounders, 2 future first-rounders, Dyson and Larry. So you got DC. Listen,
that's an A+, man. I mean, Murray is everything you would want Dyson to be.
But DC, check this out. You gave up future first-round picks. You got a boatload of first-rounders. Then you give up 2 reserves for a very good starter. That's A+ in my book, DC. Floor is yours.
But the deal is not done, bro. The deal is not done. You know how these things work. They gotta be final, because a lot of times the first framework of the deal, things we see, and then the ending deal, it could be something else. But the pieces, I think, yeah. And then you know how the Pels do, bro. Like, man, with David Griffin, it's impossible to think it just stops here. This can be turned into something else. Every major trade we did, we always added another piece to it. Like when we traded Drew Holiday, and then you got Steven Adams, you know what I'm saying? So you can't discount something else happening. But I will say this.
Absolutely.
When I first saw it, Q, I was pissed. I was like, why would we get to Dejounte and not Trae Young? And then I looked and I saw we didn't trade BI. I was like, oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Right.
BI and Dejounte Murray, they actually work together. They're good friends. I don't know if a lot of people know that. They're actually good friends, so they already got that chemistry. Dejounte Murray is a true point guard, and the best we've seen from BI was when we had somebody he was good friends with, Lonzo Ball. I think this could work if they keep it together, but if they don't, we got to see what they do. So maybe all the talk about BI wanting to stay here, wasn't that true? And him wanting to keep him?
Man,
we can't do it at 52 mil, man. There's no way we can make that money work. Unless Herb Jones is gonna get like 30 pounds of muscle and we're gonna throw him at center. I don't know how you make it work.
I mean, there is a way. I mean, I guess where there's a will, there's a way. But man,
you still gotta give Trey Murphy an extension.
Yeah, Trey Murphy, his extension, and that's what's gunking up the works, because it's time for Trey. Now we know BI doesn't want to leave, according to what David Griffin was saying. That might be
trade CJ.
We got to get CJ out of here, bro. I mean, I still think BI is on a trade block. That's just me. I still think he's on a trade block. We did solve the point guard situation, getting Dejounte Murray. That's a very solid move for 2 reserves. Very good reserves, but still in all, 2 non-starters, you get a starting level point guard. We hadn't had a point guard of his caliber in a while. So this is a very solid move by the Pels. Got to give them a shout out and credit on that. And then BI is still out there in terms of the trade, because even though people say, well, Q, does that mean he stays? I still say, no, you got to move him, because Trey Murphy's there. Trey Murphy, you got to bring Trey. And then
what if you move CJ McCullough, because BI can play the 2?
I mean, your 5 would be Murphy, Murray, BI, Trey, Zion, and Messi. Is that your 5?
Maybe we go and we sign, like, I don't know what centers are out there, but a real cheap center to just kind of get Messi some time, and maybe during the season starting. Or we could pull off a trade and get somebody that nobody's thinking about. Like what's the center we wanted that used to play for Sacramento? San Antonio. Q.
Oh,
He played for Toronto. He played for
Pirtle.
San Antonio. Pirtle. You don't
Yeah,
hear nothing about. What we do a little cheap? Or we get Kessler Walker from Utah, but
I'm
you know
hearing
it don't
stuff.
cost us too much.
Yeah, but DC, and I don't know. This feels
Herb. I mean, you got to look at the money. Herb would be making the least amount of money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could come off the bench potentially. I don't know, Q. I mean, looking at it, I would say you probably would have to move Bi
yeah, because because
still.
you're not going to pay him, and he's not going to take that much of a. He can't take it if he takes a
Okay.
severe reduction in money. I don't know if that'll be the case. Like it because it's not like you don't have some. It's two things: his money and the fact that he wants to get paid. I know about all this like stuff, but that money is a different matter. And then Trey Murphy, the third, is ready to step up. So, those two things, like, well, you might have to do something here with him. Now, they did get the point guard for 2 non-starters, AAA on that. But in my book, we still have to trade BI, and we got to get definitely CJ McCollum out of here.
If we get CJ McCollum out, we need another point guard or combo guard too. We need that. Like Jose can do so much, and he always gets hurt. So I'm still where the lob's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like Dejounte Murray, to me, is if you get rid of Bi and we still don't vastly improve in another areas, we're just as good as we were this year. It looks better because I don't think we'll blow all of those 4-quarter leads having a point guard, but it's kind of a lateral move if we move Bi for like picks and trash. Like we don't really get better this year, but we still can contend. But if you move CJ, you keep Bi, Dejounte Murray, Zion. Assuming all of that works. I mean, you have a chance to be a contender, depending on how you handle the lineup and how it's coached. And James Borregos, I guess, seeing all of this, he has removed himself from head coaching searches, so he's not going to Detroit. I thought it was a possibility of him possibly going to Detroit. So that would leave the shot doctor as the head coach over there in Detroit. Like I told you, Q, ain't got no head coach, so it's Fred Vincent right now.
I don't know if Fred Benson over that, man. When they packed up Bonnie Williams, maybe maybe Trey say, "Hey, man, just hold on, bro. I got you." I mean, Trajan Langdon could possibly tell him that.
He removed his name, I think, from head coaching searches. So he's officially coming back to the Pelicans, like it's done doc.
Right, but I'm talking about you mentioned Freddie V. That's what I was commenting on. Freddie V.
He the head coach, bro.
He's not.
They ain't got no other coach, Q.
He's never been. What are you talking about? Just because
Fred
they don't
Benson
have
is the Detroit.
It's DC, whatever
head coach.
DC, just whatever he say goes. I mean, he wasn't even named a coach. He wasn't anything. They hired him and then with money and then fired the whole staff. He's not the head coach or anything. All right, so there it is. This is the story that DC's talking about right here, fam. Some Pelican news. James Borrego pulls out of Pistons coaching search. Associate head coach James Borrego has removed his name from consideration for the Pistons head coaching vacancy. League sources tell Chris Haynes of Bleacher Report. Justin Napoli of the Boot Crew people was hearing that he will remain in New Orleans. Now, Borrego, who also received serious consideration of the Lakers and Cavaliers, had decided to go, check around. He was looking at the Cleveland job and all these people. And the next thing you know, man, he's back. He's back in town with the people. Excuse me, family. But,
okay, we got some interesting comments, man. I see you, Mike.
All right.
Coming back. Borrego's coming back.
So, yeah, Borrego's back. Dejounte Murray is a Pelican. And there's still stuff going on. I still say BI is definitely is on the trade block. because the contract situation, even if you take a little less money than the 50 something, is still the Trey Murphy money coming up. So you can't duck and dodge that, So when resetting the core, you got to do something different. You got to bring and trade somebody else and bring them in here. That's one. Dejounte is one piece of the puzzle. You still need that third part. You still have two tradable assets that you can use to get more people in here to help you. So we can still
the
get
Pels are going to go the opposite direction of what everybody's saying. We talk about possibly trading BI, keeping CJ, so that means the Pels probably going to trade BI, right? I mean, it makes the most sense. What centers out there are obtainable that we could see moving BI for? Obviously, you have the Jazz situation, right, where you can possibly get back maybe somebody like Saxton and Kessler and a pick, if you don't have to give up a pick. What about the Chicago, man? What the hell are they doing? What's that center over there, man? He reminds me like of a better version of Jonas Valanciunas, more mobile, better 3-point shooting. Came from Orlando.
Vujasev.
You think they would? Huh?
Are you talking about Vujasev?
Vucevic.
Vucevic? Is this Vujasev or Vucevic? I'm sorry to be taking phonetics.
You think we could trade BI maybe to Chicago, sell them on BI? They can't get rid of Zach LaVine. They got a point guard in Josh Giddey. DeMar DeRozan looks like he's moving on. Would they be interested in BI for their center? Vucevic.
Yeah, Vucevic is
$120 million guy. Basically a similar contract, I think, to Dejounte Murray. So instead of paying BI $52 million, you turn his 52 into those two guys.
He don't fit the switch all though. That's the thing about Vujasev. He doesn't fit the switch all thing, but he can shoot the three.
I mean, if we're smart as a team, bro, we have the center we supposedly high on, right? That fits the switch off, right? So you want to get another big that's exactly the same as him? Or would you want to get another big with a different skill set than the other center? Because most centers only play 27, 28 minutes, right? So the other guys going to get time too.
Well, all I can say is that you still have to you got two guys you got to move. Like, I don't think a lot of people were anticipating the Pelicans to have such a spicy deal by getting rid of, getting Dejounte Murray. Remember the resistance that the Atlanta Hawks gave us last year when we tried to go and get Dejounte Murray. Like, oh no, if you want Dejounte Murray, you got to give us Herb Jones. And then, behold, now it took two non-starters to get a good starter. So if the situation flip-flopped on his head, and now the Pelicans sitting up here with two tradable parts, meaning BI and CJ, as we have thought at least BI would be needed to get said player. So we got the point guard. Now we have two pieces, CJ and BI, that we can still use to get even more pieces for the team.
And I guess so. We're bringing in Dejounte Murray. The money, it doesn't fully match. So I guess we're just bringing in the extra salary. Because Larry Nance and Dyson, that's about what, 17 mil, and Dejounte Murray is 25. So that's 7 mil, going on the books. We pretty much should be close to being tapped out. I think what do you have, those exceptions? You got
three of them.
You got 3 exceptions?
I think they got 3 exceptions.
I know you got the biannual one, which I don't think we used last year. And they have what the trade exception? I don't know the other two, Q.
Exemption. Hold on, let me I don't remember, man. I know we covered all this stuff before, man, talking about it, but I'm gonna have to do some research to pull it up. But some kind of way they're gonna have to make it work. And they, so we'll see what's going on with it. But they, like I said, they still have BI they can trade. And ultimately, even though I don't think CJ goes right now, because I just don't think people telling me AQ they want him. But I don't see anybody beating the Pelicans.
I mean, something got to happen. How you gonna talk
CJ? You gonna talk CJ coming off the bench, or are we gonna have Trey Murphy? I guess you could have Trey come off the bench for one more year until his extension kicks in. You extend him, and then you have him come off the bench for one more year, and just start Dejounte and CJ. But you got to trade. You still got to trade Ingram because where's her going?
I'm saying no on that. I'm saying even though you trade BI, CJ McCollum got to come up off that bench. I'm not sitting Herb down.
No, I didn't say Herb. I said trade. You
I'm
could
not
theoretically you could sit Herb for one more year and have him as the sixth man until his contract kicks in.
Sit Herb.
I'm saying my bad. Trey Murphy.
No. I want Trey to get better. I don't want to sit him down. He needs more minutes. He needs to develop. If we're gonna pay him all that money and he's the future, I'm not sitting the future down from the past. Let the past take his ass to the bench.
2K Nola saying we could get Big Cat Q. That'd be interesting.
That's
I don't know.
Pelicans.
You gotta pause on that 2K Nola. You gotta rephrase that, bro.
That's Pelicans Nola.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Pelicans Nola.
Excuse me, I was driving, bro. I've been driving for a long time.
Yeah, DC. Yeah. There you go.
Excuse me.
No. I'm not. No, I don't agree about that. I respectfully disagree with that, DC. I just respectfully disagree with your estimation, sir, about that. With what you said about putting Trey on the bench, I'm not putting Trey Murphy III on the bench. He's the future. He needs more time.
Hey, Q. I would love to see Trey in the starting lineup. I'm just saying, theoretically, I could see the Pels doing that, and I could see Trey agreeing to that for one more year. If they give him an extension, I could see him agreeing to that. But who wants to come off the bench and everybody knows you're supposed to be a starter in your contract year if they didn't get an extension done? I could see him really rocking the boat on that.
Yeah, but once again, we're talking about starter. CJ McCollum have to play, but he can come off the bench. Like I said before, and countless times, just because you come off the bench don't mean you ain't playing starter minutes. So I mean, just because you don't have the term starter doesn't mean you ain't gonna play a boatload of minutes. So because I
get paid like a starter.
Exactly, that's him. That's what he's saying. Slurping on that smoothie with that dumb face that you see.
My bad, 2K Nola, I gave you a charge that 1 year. See you
in
there, bro.
Yeah, the cap exceptions, DC, is the taxpayer mid-level exception. That's almost 30. Well, it's 12, a little bit over 12.8 mil for that.
Okay.
The biannual is over 4.6, and then there's a trade exception of 5.7 plus. So 12.8.
So we use the trade exception for that 5.7. That fits. That pretty much fits most of Dejounte money right there in that trade exception.
There you go. So you done solved.
So that must be that's the Kyra Lewis Jr. trade exception we have from when we traded him.
Probably so.
I think that's what he was making.
Yeah, Troy, you're right, bro. Yeah, I gotta give. Hey, bro, and that's what we do. We fair, and I've been cooking the octopus for a while. And then you make a move where the man basically, and like I said, it's a solid move because we got a ton of first round draft pick capital. We done put all these picks into the future. It's time to use them to get a starter of Dejounte Murray's caliber, who we couldn't get him at the trade deadline without giving up Herb Jones. So we get him for 2 non-starters, Larry Jones and Dyson Daniels, and 2 distant first round picks. Man, that's a win in our boat for a very, very difficult position that we've been looking for. So I got to give it absolutely right.
I always said after I would cook David Griffin, yes, but I always have said the one thing that I do believe he's good at, I just don't trust his decision making on what players he goes gets all the time. But David Griffin is good at pulling off trades, man. You got to give him that.
Well, I mean, we do give people, they shine and they roses when they show up and handle their business, but we will tell you when you're not. That's right. That's how we've been doing for years. If you show up and represent, hey, baby, shout out to you. That's all we want you to do. We ain't asking for nothing, but just don't lie to us. Don't give us that bunk, and do the very best you can do and represent us to the best. That's all we ask for. But when you do all of this gobbledygook and all that, we're going to call all that out. We don't like none of that, you know. But yeah, shout out to
my bad. You had 2K Nola up there.
Shout out to 2K Nola. What's up, brother Hakeem? I see you, brother. Shout out to you. Bird Talk, DB, Terry, Dorlissa. I see y'all, man. Shout out Charles. I see you, fam. YO, Larry, Brian. Good to see you, brother Dan. I see you, fam. Appreciate y'all. Random account Cam. Shout out to y'all, man. I see y'all in the stream, man. Big ups to everybody, man. Thank y'all for being here. Levine, I see you, fam. Appreciate you too. Y'all, what's up, Michael? LS, shout out to y'all. Please feel free, family, to hit the like button. If y'all had an opportunity to hit the like button, hit it for us. If you're not a subscriber, smash the subscribe button. 2K Nola says, would y'all be open to trading for Paul George or trading Ingram to the Pacers and give us Miles Turner?
I like Miles Turner. I like Carl Anthony Towns even better from my man Pelicans Nola. But I mean, if you could call Anthony Towns, you wouldn't like that? Would us already having Mises possibly a defensive minded center? If we could do it, what we got by just giving up BI? You wouldn't like that?
Giving up BI for Carl Anthony Towns?
I didn't say it's gonna happen, but if that was the proposed trade and maybe some more picks,
I don't know.
Like that?
No, I would have to think about that one, DC.
Wow. Okay.
I would have to because
what's to think about?
What you mean? What's
if
the thing?
All you had to do was give up BI and some picks, and then the money worked theoretically.
If
what's
the money, well, that's what I'm saying. If I have to think about
if the money worked, we was willing to do the tax stuff. We're not gonna go in the second apron and all that shit like David Griffin was saying. If the money theoretically worked, you wouldn't pull the trigger on that. Man, get out. I like them. I'm just talking about
listen. All I'm saying, I know you've been drinking your pineapple juice, so you kind of got that.
I've been driving. I can't drink and drive. That's illegal.
All right, but all I'm saying is, man, listen, man, I just had to apply some thought. Now, I'm not a fan of Carl Anthony Towns like that.
I look at it. He's not my favorite player in the world, but I just look at our team. I look at our team, bro. Carl Anthony Towns. A lot of people forget Carl Anthony Towns was actually really good defensively when he was the starting center. A lot of times he would look better than Anthony Davis. Did we forget those days? And he's younger. Carl Anthony Towns is a big that can shoot 8 threes a game, man. There's no better stretch big than Carl Anthony Towns.
But his defense,
ever.
Well, I mean,
his defense is not bad.
I like Miles Turner better. I like
They got Rudy Gobert because they wanted more, but they didn't get it because Carl Anthony Towns was a horrible defender. He's not a bad defender.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, 504 know what I'm saying. Like, man, listen, bro. Big Cat head. I mean, he got a soft mentality, bro. It's something. I like Miles Turner better.
Well, Miles Turner is the same thing. Like this dude, he builds Legos and dress up all weird and shit. It's a similar thing if we talk about the mentality and all that. I don't see Miles Turner as somebody who brings just instant aggression and all this dog. But Miles Turner is a hell of a player, and I would love to have him too. But I'm not looking for him to shift the mentality of the team, bro. Like both of them are in the same boat when you're talking about like their mentalities, in my opinion.
My man, I don't see how you gonna sit here.
I mean, he's from New Orleans though, so maybe he got something in there.
Dog, you're gonna sit up here with a false equivalency and talk about Miles Turner just because you got a Lego collection. That's how it works, DC? That's how you put it out?
No, I'm talking about his Halloween outfits and all that he do. Like big kid, bro. Just like Carl Anthony Towns. This is 2 big kids.
No, it's a little different. The man, just because the man got a Lego collection. What are you talking? He wear funny clothes and he got a Lego collection. Go get Big Cat. He got them Legos, man. You got a bad what? DC, what are you talking about, brother?
Hey, hold up, bird talk. We keep it PG-13, not PC. And
Oh,
Miles Turner, the one who had the Lego collection.
bro, I don't got no problem with that, brother. If he got Legos, bro, that's right, bro. You know, but I like Miles Turner better than I like Big Cat, man. Okay,
I don't know, man. At this point, Legos with no kids inside, man. I don't know.
how you know the man don't got? Okay, never mind. You see, let's keep it pushing, brother. All right, so anyway, there got to be somebody
Oh wait,
else.
hold
Now,
up.
who you
EJ Liddell was also traded. Is that true? Mike Garcia's saying EJ Liddell was traded too.
I don't have nothing on
I
that,
mean,
bro.
EJ Liddell only makes $2 million, but I do know we signed a player exemption, the player option for Jose and Junior Robinson Earl. I know we did that. I don't know why Robinson Earl is such an asphyxiation. Is that gonna be the new Larry Nance?
That's that boy. You got it. I was about to tell you that. That's the new Larry Nance. That's to Willie. Willie, like, man, I got to find me a new Larry. And you got Messi. We don't need that. We got Messi now. He can run and switch all. He can't shoot nothing, but he'll work on his.
He's too tall, Q. It don't matter how good he switch. He's just too tall. He's got to be short.
It don't have to be like that. It's about athleticism, right? And if you got a big guy that can move, you got a big guy that can move. That's what it's about, right? You know, so it ain't got nothing to do with the height. If you can move and do what he wants you to do, you should be able to be out there and play. Let me look up EJ Liddell because I didn't hear anything about EJ Liddell being traded, fam. Let me do a little research on that. DC, while you talking about Legos and all that type of shit, I don't know what you're talking about on that, DC. I'm saying, brother. Yeah, I don't see nothing about EJ Liddell being traded, fam. I'm sorry. Not seeing nothing on that. All right. But man, DJ's like, no. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm sorry.
He'll be all right as long as he got Mekovic, but DJ.
Hold on, 2K. Thank you, bro, for your super chat, my brother. He says Celtics showed interest in Ingram. Trade Ingram for Derek White and Al Horford. It's over. So for Ingram for Derek White and Al Horford? But Derek White and Al Horford. Would they take that? Oh man. Are they? Is Derek White up?
I'm not with that 2K Nola. I'm not as high on Derek White and Al Horford, I guess, as you. Derek White is the perfect team player though, so I get it. But for BI, no picks. Al Horford is like 45. Like I don't fully see the vision now, man.
Yeah, appreciate the super chat, brother. I know that we had a few of these centers that we were looking at over time. And a couple of these guys, man, to be honest with you, man, it's just, you know what, family, you know what's kind of hamming us up right here is the fact that we at this spot, we said, okay, BI's got to be the chip to get the starter that we need. And it was 2 reserves. Now we stuck with a good problem. Oh, did he? Mike says, Andrew, let me look that up, brother. He said he just tweeted it about EJ Liddell. Hold on, let me look that up, brother. Give me just a second. I'll pull it up for everybody. But see, that's the thing that we talking about, fam. It's like, this is a good problem to have because you still got BI. You can still go out and get another player. You got to move BI because you can't pay him, even if he takes a small reduction. You still got to pay Trey Murphy. You see, you see, it's all good problems to have, but you still have BI and CJ as tradable pieces to be able to not only add more help to your starting 5, but also to add help to your reserve 5 as well. Because we could be able to find people there as well. Man, this is a good problem to have. Hold on, let me see if I can find what Andrew Lopez or what he's saying about the EJ Liddell thing. Hold on here. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay. Hold on. I don't see it. What the hell? All right. DC, you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. You know, when you be driving, bro, sometimes you gotta mute.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I see it. Yeah, here it is. Let me share it with the fam. Here it is, fam. Thank y'all for putting that, sharing that with me. Much love to the Flock Nation, man. Andrew says Pelicans also are also sending EJ Liddell to Atlanta as a part of the deal. Sources say so. Andrew Lopez confirmed it, saying that EJ Liddell. So it's a bunch of reserves for a starter. So basically, 3 reserve players. EJ Liddell basically he got
2 reserve players and a G League player.
2 reserves. Larry on a 1-year deal. Dyson Daniels, who has who was the guy that we really like, and then EJ Liddell, who was basically a G leaguer, who wasn't ready. So 3 of those for a starting level point guard. That's that's even better. It's not a triple.
And the trade exception puts it to where it doesn't affect, I guess, your what do you call it, like your regular cap? How does that work?
Because how much
EJ
EJ
that money added to your cap? That's another $2.7 million. Like, because I was looking at when you said the trade exception, it's like 5.7. Dice makes like 6 million and something. Larry was 11. You add another 2. So that trade exception fits perfectly once they get EJ Liddell.
Right.
And then, I mean, we signed, we was looking at, what's the undrafted signing we signed yesterday? The dude was like a power forward, like 6'8". Meritage could play whatever role EJ was going to have. Like, you got guys ready right there to fit right in. Right. And and I'm thinking, the more I think about it, man, maybe we are keeping BIQ because look at who we drafted, and you got Hawkins. We drafted another shooter.
We can't keep him, bro. We can't be sentimental right now. We building a contender.
No, I'm not. I'm all for trading him. I'm not being sentimental. I'm just looking at the Pels' moves. They got another 6'4", 6'5" guard. That some people believe is one of or the best shooter in the draft in the second round, right? You got Jordan Hawkins that needs minutes. So, I mean, will we trade both of them? Because I just look at spots. You could look at CJ's role and say his role could be replaced by Hawk and Reeves. And then you could look at BI's role and say it can be replaced by Ingram. So will we trade both of them for reserve pieces, picks, and a starting center?
I mean, you
want to keep CJ and get rid of BI and just let him expire next year.
No, I don't want. No. We need to get something for these players. It can't be like a Valanciunas move, DC. We can't be like a Val move. Okay, we tried to move him, we couldn't move him.
Get nothing. Well, we do that, bro. We did that with Lonzo Ball too. We pretty much didn't get nothing. I mean, if you want to consider Thomas Satoransky and Garrett Temple something,
what's nothing? You just was trying. Right, you got nothing back for that. So I mean, this is what I'm saying. We're not, and that's another thing. We had Valanciunas that played all them games last year, and then now you try to get something for him. Second round, you could have got second round picks where you didn't have to surrender picks. It's just get on their game a little bit better. Because we could now.
Reeves not placing Najee, my brother.
They didn't get Val. Do nothing with Val before the trade deadline. Now you get nothing for Val, unless somebody's interested in Val with a sign. You don't get nothing for Val. Okay, so now we got BI. We can't play the Val game, man. We got to be able to get something for him, and we can't keep him because Trey is next up, and his contract is coming. So no. He has to leave because we have to build the core. We're trying to win and we have to be competitive. So we have to get the best possible personnel that fits with what we got going on. So even if you can have an opportunity to give a starting level center, get them. Even if Misi's there, let him come off the bench. That means that improves your bench rotation as well. It gives you more depth right there. So even if you can get a starting level big for BI or something like that, let's see what we can work right here. Let's see what we can do.
What about Robinson Earl, Q? If Misi's come up, what we gonna do? Robinson Earl not gonna. Willie's favorite guy isn't gonna.
Misi can play 5, and Robinson Earl can play 4.
Robinson Earl got to play before BC's. Q, you already know how this gonna go.
Brother, come on. Misi is the first round draft pick. Robinson Earl is an undrafted.
You heard
guy.
it here first. Willie's gonna fall.
Well, your computer don't agree, brother. Your computer don't agree. All right. So you the internet, yeah. That's right, DC. That's how you your internet went out. You couldn't get that bullshit off, man. All right. So anyway, Wyo says keeping Ingram with Murray would be like Westbrook and Harden. It won't work. We got to get rid of CJ, man. Don't get all sentimental now. This is team building. We got to keep it pushing. 2K Nola, so let's go get Vujacic.
But think about this too, Q. Do you remember how good CJ and Trey played in the starting lineup with Zion? You really think we're gonna move on from that?
CJ and Trey, bro. Yes, you got to get rid of CJ McCollum eventually.
You're not being realistic.
I am being realistic. You got to get.
So you want to trade BI and CJ right now? And you think the Pels gonna do that?
Yes.
We're gonna keep that laugh going because they're not doing that shit.
Nah, actually, it's the opposite of that.
It's good.
That's what we're saying. That's what it is good. It's good. It's a good idea to do it because you have to get from up under these guys. CJ McCollum is 33 and a third.
I agree, brother. But so, I'm just saying I don't see them doing it. They keeping one of them.
They're gonna keep CJ McCollum up until the trade deadline. I said that. And eventually they're gonna end up trying to get him up out of here.
They're gonna keep him till next year. I don't think they trade him in a trade deadline.
Okay, DC, won't put your money where your mouth is, brother.
What you want to put on it?
All right, you cut off 7 of your dreads. The front dreads. First is 5. Let's see, that's $5 a dread. 5, 10, 15, 20, $35. So I put $35 up.
How you know the price of dreads? That is some Jamaican shit right there.
I just came up with it. Okay, so it's fair. All right, $5 a dread. No, actually, 7 dreads, $5, $35 on the table right now. DC.
That is a very weird number, but I raise you get 35. Out of all the goddamn numbers, you want to go to $35 bet? Okay, bro.
All right, now I mean, listen, bro. All I can say is, man, is that I think yes.
The only exception is if CJ gets traded like before the season starts, like it's null and void. But if he plays, I don't see him trading him during the season.
Who is he?
CJ.
Right, listen, CJ making 33 and a third coming off the bench. I'm not benching Herb Jones for no CJ McCollum. Dejounte Murray and Herb is my backcourt.
I said Trey. I never said Herb. Trey
doing what?
Trey been coming off the bench.
I don't care.
What's one more year?
What's one more year? Is it stalling his development? No, absolutely not. No, Trey, we're not stalling the future for the past. Like I said, we're not putting we putting the future in front of us and the past on the damn bench where he belongs.
I feel like you letting your heart speak and you're not thinking about what the Pelicans.
I'm just keeping it real. Family, what y'all think? Chime in. Let me know how you.
What you saying make too much goddamn sense. That's how I know they're gonna go in the other direction.
Not so much because we've been having an influence. We've been having an influence. The flock has been having an influence. We've been putting pressure on these people. We've been throwing all the great.
You've been what? What you been doing?
All the great wisdom from the family members. They be putting them out there, and all that gets out there.
I thought I heard you say you've been applying pressure. So we're applying pressure this year.
We always apply the pressure. When you don't,
no, we didn't apply no goddamn pressure last year.
I don't know what you're talking about, DC.
The Pelicans as a team didn't apply no pressure. We applied pressure over here.
Well, why are you saying? I said
the Pelicans organization is applying pressure.
No. I'm saying we. That
we're not part of the organization?
No, we're not. We're not a part
outside looking in, huh?
We're the support base, which is the most important part of the organization, the support base.
We're a part of see, you're talking like David Griffin now. You say we're not a part of the organization, then you say we're support base, which is the most important part of the organization. Q, you got to make your mind. You've been
You see, you hate Griffin so much, bro. You're starting to turn into him.
No, that's not what I said. I
You
spoke
sound very Doc Ockish.
I spoke very clear. I said we're not a
Well,
part
it
of.
wasn't word salad, but it definitely was double speak.
I hear your blood clot. That's right, Wild. Blood clot. DC's acting like a blood clot right now. Yes, he is. Blood clot. All right, but yes, but indeed. So, like I said, it's a good problem now because it's like this is a winning day. I ain't gonna let DC cloud this beautiful
Oh,
energy.
I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
DC's drinking
By the
Sprite.
way, how many times did Larry Nance Jr. get traded, man? I feel like this dude got traded about 15 times.
Well, it's all good, brother. We got what we needed to get better. And we still got pieces that we could trade to get even more people to help us take this to the next level. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I like. That this type of move helps us out, and we still got some more left to do. So shout out to the Pels for doing this move, getting Dejounte Murray for basically 2 reserve players and a G leaguer and 2 far out first round draft picks. That to me is not a triple A win, but a quadruple A win in my book, family. And let me put up the little thing. This right now, this is the depth chart right here. Is the unofficial depth chart that they're showing right here. Where they got, they even got CJ McCollum. They got Herb on the bench. These people out of their mind. Dejounte Murray, CJ McCollum.
Well, I mean, if you still got BI there, bro, what you think they going? You gonna bench CJ or Ingram? They're not doing that. That's what they should do. Bench CJ. They're not gonna do it. Q.
They still got to take Valanciunas off of there and Cody Zeller. They still have a couple of players on there. That's Herb is still on. I mean,
ESPN say the new duo in New Orleans. How far can Zion and Dejounte Murray take the Pelicans in that season? So they just completely BI out of that. So
they know he's gonna be traded. They know he's gonna be traded. DC.
It's not a trio. It's a duo.
They know eventually that the man gonna get moved. That's just the bottom line, bro. Everybody, right. Their mama, BI is on his way out. But family in the family members, man, let me check the poll. If y'all have a chance, man, over 300, almost 400 voters on the poll. Grade the trade, as it's called, A, B, C, or D. The majority of our flock and family members out there said 79% to A. They gave it a big old A. 79%, 14% gave it a B.
Plus, man. Who's giving that a B?
3% gave it a D. There's people out there that gave it a D. Could we get one of the family members chime in?
Clarification on that?
Yeah, could we get for our C and D graders? Could we get you to?
That must have been Dice and Larry, man.
Yeah, they popped up
and DJ, all 3 of them.
Man, listen, but anyway, your YO says CJ McCollum praises the other side too much for me. Gotta go. He a JJ Redick guy. He a JJ Redick type.
Yeah, definitely.
He doing exactly what JJ Redick is doing. I mean, he a climber like that. So I mean, eventually we gotta help him out by getting his ass up out of here. But you know, it's time to go to the next level because CJ McCollum last year in the playoffs, man, I know they were cooking BI. BI was banged up. You know, he was banged up and hurt. What was wrong with CJ McCollum? Not a damn thing. CJ McCollum ain't do a damn thing in the playoffs, and that's why he was brought in here to do. But he could sure talk about money and wine and all that fancy shit. That's what you could talk about. But they ain't do nothing for the Pelicans in the playoffs. That's for certain. So, you know, I would kind of toast him and roast him up before I go hit when I talk about BI, man, for real. I'm just keeping it $1.15, fam. All right. Yeah, Eduardo said they probably wanted the trade. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I understand that. All right. Okay. Jessica, what's up, Jessica? He said they're talking about Zion as a center. Oh no, we can't have that.
Who talking about Zion as a center, Jessica? You got to give us more info on that.
Yeah.
Who's saying that?
Some of our C and D graders, it's a small percentage of them, 3% of the people. But this is a resounding success. 79% of the family members, over 400 people voted on the poll. And 79% of them say, hey, man, this is an A. I would say it's a quadruple A, not a triple, but a quadruple A to be able to
I'm going to tell you right now, bro. And
2 reserves.
That GM in Atlanta about to get fired, Q.
That's what I'm saying. DC.
I don't know how you grade this trade. We gave up a guy that maybe gets 18 minutes a game, another guy that gets about 8 or 9 minutes a game, and another two who don't play.
Right.
First round picks for a dude who was an all-star.
Man,
at 27 years old, with probably one of the best, if not the best, contract in the league for his production.
Fam,
how do you not give it an A+? Like I don't know what else you think you're gonna get for that from most teams around the league.
Griffin went out there and put that pistol on them boys, man, and told me, "Hey, bro, listen, I'm sorry to do this to you."
That's why he was nervous during the press conference, bro. He was pulling cables.
But he went down there and put that pistol on Fields, man, and said, "Fields, if you want to make it another day, you better take this trade," because that's what it was. It was a strong arm robbery, man. How you give up? I don't know how you surrender, and then they don't force you to take Capella. Okay, we'll give you this dude, but you're going to take this guy here. You better make the money work. No, we ain't have to take Capella's contract. Now, we didn't end up with Trae Young what we wanted, but getting Murray, that was a strong arm robbery what they pulled off with the Pelicans today. The Pelicans, we own some Danny Ainge type stuff with that pistol. He put that pistol on Landry Fields today, man, and got it right on the bottom, fam. I'm like, man, how Larry Nance, Dyson Daniels, and EJ Liddell, 2 reserve players and a G leaguer and 2 way out first round draft picks for a first level point guard like Dejounte, who's balling, is still very much in this, this dude, how old is he? 27. He don't have an expensive contract. He put that pistol on Landry Fields today, man. He put it, I got to give him credit. The octopus, man, he was on some villain type stuff today, some Marvel villain type stuff with Landry Fields. He didn't stand a chance today. I mean, I don't see how you did this, because I'm like, man, they were being difficult at the trade deadline. Say, man, we can't give you Murray without Herb Jones, and they come back in the summer and he take Dyson, Larry, and EJ flipping Liddell. Are you kidding me? Then we still have BI and CJ as tradable pieces to add on to this stuff. Quadruple A, man, out of knockout, home run, grandstand, everything you can think about.
Hold on, Q. John Wilson say once we see the final trade, I will see. I don't trust David Griffin, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like him, bro. I remember when we did the Lakers trade. I was extremely ecstatic. I saw that we had Lonzo Ball and Drew, and we had the number 4 pick. I'm like, man, we could package that and go get John Morant. We can do this. We can do that. What did we do, Q? We traded John, got Jackson Hayes and NAW, which both don't even play on the team anymore. So, we're not quite out the woods yet, bro. There's a way we could mess this up, but this does give them a lot more time to with the BI trade to figure that out. Maybe they get him to sign a contract and then focus on trading him, or they get him to sign a reasonable contract at that, and it would make it even better to trade him.
Right. So listen, all I'm saying is, listen, you're in a better situation than what you were 3 hours ago, is what I'm saying. Right now, the only way we thought that we would be able to get Dejounte Murray is if we would send a starter to get him, because of how they posted up before the trade deadline. We thought that was the line that they would stick to. They didn't. David Griffin has won this trade big time, and still you still have the options. You still have BI, you still have CJ as tradable pieces. That it opens up more options for you. You're winning. Now, this is a big piece. They had a solid draft getting these guys, and you get Murray at the point. You still got a stellar team. We got 2 guys that we could trade eventually that'll bring us even more players to add along with Zion Williamson. We're not done yet. We far from done, but I got to give him credit for the draft. Solid B on the draft. And this is a
You
quad.
can't give him. You can't give him credit. Dude.
My bad, DC. Give him flowers.
Our credit score too low. We've been giving out too much credit. You can't give him
You've
credit.
been giving Willie Green
you gotta
credit.
Give him something else.
You've been giving Willie Green credit.
Willie Green and messed up the whole credit for the organization. He just been handing out left and right, man. We got everybody on our goddamn credit. We co-signing on all these cars and houses and shit. We ain't got no more credit, Q. We ain't got no equity either.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna give him a shout out on that, man, because
give him some props. No, you with your word, give him some comeuppance. There you go. No credit.
Comeuppance.
No credit. Give him some comeuppance.
Or like you said, that weak ass shit you said, we're gonna give him some propers. Like what? That's what you said. I'm like, man, this dude DC is out of his mind, man. Propers. Boy, you straight out the 90s, man.
Giblets and tidbits, and I'm straight out the 90s. You out the 80s and the 70s.
Dog, people still say what I say, dog.
Bro. Come on now.
People still say, nobody's saying give them their propers. How that sound? That's you said that. I said giblets and stuff like that.
Nice. I probably ain't said that in 4 or 5 years.
Man, you said that a month ago. Stop it.
You full of shit.
I'm saying, bro, I listen to you every damn show. I remember what you said, bro, even when you don't. All right, so anyway, fam.
You are full of it.
DC tripping as usual. All right, so yeah, anyway, fam, listen, man, this was a solid trip. And listen, Dejounte Murray's contract is $25.2 million that they bring in here. So that's added. Let me see where we are now. Hold on, let me put it up here. This is from Sport Track, family. For family members is asking about the numbers. Let me kind of put the numbers up here. For the fam, as you can see right here, the cap space. I don't know. Is that right? Minus 67.8 mil.
If the family say propers is better than credit, Q.
No,
they don't even want to say the word.
Better than the other word. I don't think they saying they talking about comeuppance. That's what they talking about. Because you said that. I ain't say that shit.
That's your word.
I didn't say no comeuppance.
Oh, hold! Don't make me go find something. Wait, hold up. My man at the sauce store pointed it out, and I'm looking at some articles now. It says the Pelicans are favorites to land none other than DeAndre Ayton. So we round there fishing over there in the Blazers pond, thinking about getting DeAndre Ayton. How would the family feel about us trading for DeAndre Ayton? Which that definitely has to involve BI, and I think it will come with a boatload of picks, though.
Boy, and they talking about Big Cat, and then you talking about bringing DeAndre Ayton to the city of New Orleans.
What's his contract? Let's look up DeAndre Ayton's contract.
You might want to rethink that. Bringing DeAndre Ayton to the city of New Orleans.
So we get a Dejounte and a DeAndre, huh?
Man, this dude was out here tripping last year, man.
Yeah, man.
This dude tripping.
I don't know about I think that's a bad vet to put with our new rookie, man. I don't know about DeAndre. The only way to work is if Willie was the glue that was holding them together. Because remember, DeAndre Ayton had his best seasons when Willie Green was over there on staff. You do remember that, right? Willie Green left and came to be our coach. And that slowly started to unravel. They had that 1 year where they beat us, and then after that Maverick series, and Monty ain't want nothing to do with him. But you got DeAndre Ayton coming to play for Monty Williams Jr. I'm not sure how that works, Q.
I like DeAndre Ayton's talent, but he a basket case in the basket case some more, to be honest with you. But the numbers people asking about the contract, that's $34 million, over $34 million for Ayton this year, and then it goes up to 35 next year. Then he's a unrestricted free agent in 26-27. So $34 million, dollars for DeAndre Ayton. Hey man, Man, I don't know about this one, fam. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, but I don't know how to feel. I mean, he a huge talent, but he got some stuff, man. You won't talk about some stuff going on. That dude got some stuff going on over there, man. I don't know if I won't bring him down to the city of New Orleans where, you know, they don't call it the Big Easy for nothing. You know, I'm talking about there. I don't know if we need him around here. You don't need he be a balloon. It'll go from 7 feet tall to 7 feet, 350 pounds, and he won't see the floor, boy. Him and I ain't gonna even go there, man.
I mean, his skill set, man. When I look at his skill set, you talking about a dude, who could get you 18 and 10, 18 and 12, like just rolling out of bed with a good point guard. His skill set is awesome. It's just all the other stuff, man.
I don't
He's
know.
young.
Man,
Let's see what is his contract. That's what I'm about to look up his contract,
man.
man.
Told you his contract, DC, is 34 million.
Bad. I'm sorry. I was driving. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't be listening and reading
I was driving, man.
It's $34 million. Hold on, let me put it on the screen. I just had it up here. Here it is, right here.
Well, 4 years, 132. I mean,
no, he's in the third year of that 4 million of that 4-year contract.
Oh, he's in the third year of it.
He's in the third year of it. Is in this year.
Okay, so there's an off ramp from him relatively soon too, if it doesn't work.
It's 34 million this year and 35.5 next year. Then he's unrestricted in 26-27. Now, don't get me wrong, Ayton's a talent, but it's you talking about. You made fun of Miles Turner, who got a Lego collection and all that kind of stuff.
He works. I would take Miles Turner in a heartbeat over.
Yeah, but I don't know if Miles ain't up on the board like that.
Miles, we didn't even talk about it because I went to talking about CAD and it got out of hand. But talking about the Legos and all that. But all bullshit aside, Miles Turner, bro, I think he would be perfect because that gives you a big that's not only a rim protector, he's a stretch big, Q, and that pairs well with the guy we got in the draft. You could keep them dudes for the next 5-6 years. That could be a tandem, and it will work really good, I think. So Miles Turner would be an excellent addition. But Miles Turner for BI straight up, like, is that enough?
No, you got to put.
Would the Pacers really want that?
No,
we got to try to get something else out of them, man. Other than if you Miles Turner and BI, like, are they on the same level, or would you consider BI better or more valuable?
Difficult to say on that. Because
then they got Siakam over there. Like, I don't know, man. But they got Halliburton, so they probably could make it work. It would be scary. BI and Siakam it's a little weird mix. Siakam kind of is similar to BI in some ways, not totally, but I don't know, man. It's kind of overlapping to me.
Well, I mean, we're gonna see what's going on, man, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, man, with this, and I don't even think Miles Turner is on the trade block. That after they did their thing in the Eastern Conference, his stock is up. I don't think there is any trade speculation around Miles Turner. I think the Pacers are content and happy with what they got going on. Like you said, they just gave Siakam his money. They like the direction where the Pacers are going, and Tyrese Halliburton got hurt in the playoffs. Who knows how far they would have pushed that series? So, I ultimately they would have ended up losing, I think. But still in all, losing your best weapon that hurts. And plus, Mathurin was missing, DC. So imagine how scary this team gonna look when they get all them guys back with Ben Mathurin and all them of that. Man, that Pacer club is gonna be something to watch out in Easton. But like I said, there are a few people, man, like we talk about Vujasev in Chicago. You mentioned DeAndre Ayton. We talk about Miles Turner. I don't think Turner's on the block. Kessler's another dude that there are rumblings around Kessler. I don't know. That's still Danny Ainge. You won't stay away from Danny Ainge, even though Griffin was on some Danny Ainge type shit with Scott. Yeah, Landry Fields, man, they're gonna get rid of him, man. I mean, he got fleeced,
bro.
That was
not only that, man. Like he drafted that guy number one, bro. I'm sorry, I'd have had to take Saul and trade him to somebody who really want him or something. Clean somebody. Like that kid they drafted #1, bro. That was just horrible. That was horrible. I don't think he should have been
Yeah,
the #1 pick. And
yeah.
then he out here getting fleeced on all his trades. Like you traded Dejounte Murray. I guess he had to recoup the picks. He traded him for 3 or 4 picks, bro. So he get 2 back. I guess that's how he looking at it. Nobody
Well,
else wanted to give him 2 first-round picks. It had to be.
well,
That's the only thing I can see. And they
it's the-
want the pick.
to be fair, it's developmental because Quinn Snyder's a hell of a coach. Let's get that understood. And we give them a very solid point guard in Dyson Daniels, whose defense is very good. He was starting to hit the 3-pointer down here. And perhaps going there, he'll have some opportunity to be able to develop more. So they're not getting chopped liver over there. Dyson Daniels could be somebody if they can continue to develop his offensive game, because he could play defense like a dog. Love what he was doing, and he consistently works on that his offensive game. He could be a solid player for him. Larry Nance is a sturdy veteran on an expiring contract, and EJ Liddell's just a throwing player right there to make the money work. But like I said, the Pelicans liked EJ Liddell too. They just didn't develop him. He wasn't ready last year, and now he's gone, according to Andrew Lopez. So it's not exactly chopped liver they're getting back, plus the draft picks, the first rounders for the future. But man, listen, in terms of in any book of any general manager, man, David Griffin put that piece on him. He put that, he stuck that pistol on him and robbed him today. You get Dejounte Murray. I'm just trying to rationalize this. How did the Pelicans get Dejounte Murray for 2 reserves and a G League player and 2 later first round picks? That to me that was strong arm robbery today by David Griffin, what he did to Landry Fields. So I mean, because it doesn't make any sense for them to go, take that value as opposed to what they was doing during the trade deadline. We can't give you him. You got to give us Herb. No, we ain't giving you no Herb for that. Or hell with it then. Then you wait till the summer and they take Larry and Dyson and all these people. What's wrong with that guy? But thank you, Mr. Landry. Appreciate you, brother. You helping the New Orleans. Somebody got to help us sooner or later. I'm tired of being the team that people, we got to say we got fleeced by somebody. It's good we finally got it, that stuff going in the opposite direction. So I don't know what to say about that, man. All right. Yeah. All right. So anyway, fam, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all being in the stream. Hit the like button as well. All right. Champagne Bass says, man, y'all robbed us. Gave us nothing for him. Hey, bro, let me let you know here, Champagne Bath. All I can tell you is, listen, Larry Nance is a player that is a good veteran. You got him on an expiring deal, right? So you can later on trade him, or just his contract goes away. You get $11 million back on your books. Dyson Daniels is a solid player. You got to finish developing this offensive game, but he's a top-notch defender. Top-notch defender, Dyson Daniels. Don't shoot. He not nowhere close to Dejounte Murray. Let me just get that. But this seemed like more future for you guys than present. But EJ Liddell, solid college player, but he's also somebody that has an offensive game, a hustler, but you got to develop him. Last year, he kind of took a step back. But these are developmental players. Dyson can actually kind of help you right now. Just work on his offensive game. But like I said, you got the 2 first-round picks into the future. But in terms of now, and it comes down to GM, in terms of it, we put that pistol on y'all today, man. We said, let me get that about you, playboy. That's what David Griffin did to Landry Fields, and Landry bust that move right there. And he took all of the coins out of his damn pockets, bus passes, all that. Give it up. Anything of value in your damn pockets, we didn't open. He left with his pockets on the outside, sticking outside of his pocket. That's when you really fleeced him. So yeah, ain't no doubt about it, fam. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, but you got some good players that can help you build toward the future. But we put that pistol on y'all today. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that, man. But thank you, Landry Fields. Thank y'all, Atlanta, man. Atlanta, much love to Atlanta. Much love to Atlanta. Thank y'all, man. Y'all always helping us, man. Atlanta always helping us to be better, baby. Thank y'all, man. I want to thank y'all, man. The
I,
Atlanta
I
felt.
really appreciate them, man.
We salute Atlanta, the city of Atlanta that continues
Yeah.
to help. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for all the labs from the
They're
city.
such a top flight organization, Q.
Love it, man. Thank y'all, man. One of
Great
my favorite.
hospitality.
All that great. Always willing to help the city of New Orleans, and we helped you back.
Mm-hmm.
We gave Terry Fontenot and all that up to the Falcons and all that, and he kind of helping y'all. So, one good turn deserves another. So salute to Atlanta, man. This one's for you, baby. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, he put that pistol on him today, GC. He stuck that pistol on him today. Good damn. How y'all let that happen? Y'all need to be running Landry out of there, man. Landry got stuck. They put that pistol on him. They got him coming in the building and leaving the building. They got him both ways, man. Today, boy, good grief what we did to Atlanta today. But like I said, I'm glad it's the city of Atlanta. Thank y'all. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, DB. We got bus passes and everything. Anything of value. Let me get that out, you playboy. All that, empty all of that. Come on up out of there. Yeah, man. It's pretty rough today for Atlanta, man. But it's all good, fam. Y'all strive to be number one. Strive to be number one. All right. Yeah, he is, Josh. Yeah, Big Low is a Hawks guy. Shout out to my dog Low, man. Much love. All right. Yeah. What do y'all think about the trade, man? In the chat, we had over 500 people voted. 79% of them says an A, 15 a B, 3% C and D. So a resounding win right there. And like I said, I'm gonna say it again, fam. Dejounte is the point guard, man. Listen, let me see if I can put this unofficial depth chart up here just to kind of show y'all what potentially it could be in terms of this. And of course, this is not accurate because they still have a couple of players on here that's going to be free agents like Valanciunas and Najee Marshall and also Cody Zeller. But you can see right here, just for the imagination purposes, you see where they have Dejounte Murray there and CJ McCollum, BI, Zion, and then you can see Yves Misi, where Valanciunas is probably going to end up being. And like I said, this is such a solid trade of epic proportion because the Pelicans still retain their number one tradable player, which is BI, which they can still use BI to get somebody else of his caliber to add to the Pelicans team. So we're not done yet. We still have work to do. We still have work to do in the starting five. We still have work to do on the bench. We still got some stuff that we need to be doing to build this team moving forward. And that was just a great move today to do it. But shout out to Larry, shout out to Dyson and EJ Liddell, man. They're moving on to Atlanta, man. Shout out to you. And Larry Nance is a top-notch dude, man. He came in here with the CJ McCollum trade, and we're gonna try to get your boy CJ out of here too, man. We're gonna try to get him on up out of here. We need to keep this pushing. We need to build this really good. All right, y'all hit the like button, fam, up in this joint, man. Listen, before y'all leave, I want y'all each to put in the comment section, do you think BI goes? And if you say he does go, where does he go? And put in, I know I'm kind of asking y'all for a lot, but I really want to hear what you guys have to say on my spotlight. I want you to tell me whether or not BI goes in your opinion. And if he goes, where does he go? And to whom do we get in return for him? Y'all got that? I want y'all to give you a little homework here. Put it in the comment section and I'm going to highlight you, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Y'all heard what I said. Now I want to hear what you have to say or type about what you believe it to be. All right. Keith says, what's up, Keith? How you doing, brother? Says BI needs to go. Yeah, but where does he go? Eugene says that somebody check on BI. Yeah, well, you can't say that, Beryl. Listen, man. The city of Atlanta keeps giving the city of New Orleans love, man. And I just like to say thank you. Thank y'all for helping us. All right. What's up, Randolph? Says lots of options.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for picking me up and bringing me back to this world.
Yes. All right. Lots of options still available for Pels. Would love to trade BI to Chicago for Nikola. Yeah, you're talking about DC mentioning Vujasev at center. Very, very skilled big, man. He can hit the three. Very talented.
It's Vucevic, brother, not Vujasev.
Okay,
Vucevic.
I can't believe I'm taking phonetics from DC.
Hey.
This world is turning upside down on its head. But DC's
Hey,
right.
bro, I done been getting a lot of culture since I've been driving, Q. You know?
Oh, wow. Well, there you go, brother. I'm glad.
You know, you cross over a few time zones, bro. You start pronouncing people's names right, bro. You know.
Okay, there you go. All right. Thank you, DC. Appreciate that, man. And watch for the rest of the year, you're going to be screwing up people's names. All right. Praise Yahweh says non-facts.
Yeah, I ain't messing nobody name up long as I'm driving, buddy.
Okay, there you go.
I got this figured out.
All right. There you go.
Talk,
You get
boy.
different type of road signs in different places, Q, you know. Different phonetics.
Talk, boy.
All right. Praise Yahweh says non-facts. We won 100%, but solid return for the Hawks. They're pretty much tanking and rebuilding anyway. Yeah, it pretty much. This is a future move for them. BP says to give Murray and only give Nance and Dyson so great. We'll miss Larry, but this actually makes me feel so much better after a rough couple of months. Yeah, this is an improvement right here. Solid draft followed by a very fleecing trade. And you know, it's not one of those trades you can have to think about. It's like, man, are you kidding me? How did they were able to pull that off? Well, there you go. All right. Bird Talk says BI gone for Cleveland for Jared Allen. Okay. Thank you, Bird Talk. Jacob says CJ and picks for a center. Thank you. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, brother? DB says, who did we get from Washington College? From Washington College?
Yeah, man, we've been cutting up, bro, on them free agent signings. I know I saw Kozar, dude from Oregon, and I think we got somebody else from the Huskers, a forward who both of these dudes, you're talking about averaging like 20 points a game. So we're looking at scores, bro. So yeah, pull up our free agent signings. We probably got another one, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. DC, hold on. Because we talked about a few of them. We talked about one guy last night on the show, Josh Shadoro, the center from Providence. Hold on, fam. Just give me a second. I'll pull the rest of them up. And I'll get right back to y'all comments. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Oh, crap. I don't. Hold on here. Toronto. Yeah, I'm take a few minutes here, DC. You go ahead and talk to the people, brother. It's gonna be a minute. I'm finding the list though.
Give me a second, man. I'm driving, bro. I got some stuff going on.
Just forever driving. Jermaine, hold on. It's a dude. Okay, Jermaine Cousinard from Oregon. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this brother up here.
Yeah, that's the brother from Oregon, man. I think he dropped 40 points in March Madness on Oklahoma. Pretty solid little dude, man. He don't seem super athletic. Kind of pick his spots, man. I saw him look like a 3-level scorer. I don't know what his age is. It look like we getting everybody that's all mature, you know. So I'm guessing he's probably older. And that'll probably be another reason why he slid out of drafting. Like I said, from the little bit of tape I watched on him, he didn't look extremely athletic. He was kind of, making things happen, but he wasn't doing it with his athleticism. More kind of a crafty scorer. Kind of slow, too. It's like a slow, methodical type thing going on with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pulling up some information for him right now. Trying to make sure I keep this group of them up. Make sure I get all of them here. All right. Damn, that one only just show him. Hold on. Well, I'm putting him on the screen right here. Here's an article right here from the Ducks, Oregon Ducks fam, that's talking about at least one of the other undrafted guys right here. And this one here is from Oregon here. Oregon basketball, Jermaine Cousinard. I hope I'm saying that. Cousinard signs with the Pelicans. Standout from the NCAA tournament, has a chance to crack an NBA roster, or at least make his way to the G League after going undrafted. And this is the article right here. One of the shining stars from the NCAA tournament may have went undrafted, but that doesn't mean that his basketball journey is over yet. Oregon Ducks guard Jermaine Cousinard has signed with the Pelicans as an undrafted free agent. The Chicago native started his career in South Carolina. After 3 seasons in Columbia, Wojnarowski transferred to Oregon for his final 2 collegiate seasons. In 23 and 24, he averaged over 16 points a game, 4.6 rebounds, 3.3 assists per game, 1.6 on the steals through 36 contests. On 211 attempts, Wojnarowski shot 34.6% on three-pointers, and on 498 attempts, he shot exactly 40% on field goals. Wojnarowski was named to the All Pac-12 second team. He put his name on the map by dropping 40 points in the first round of March Madness against his former team, the Gamecocks. He holds the Pac-12 record for the most points through his first 2 NCAA tournament games at 72, passing UCLA's great Lou Alcindor, later known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He also helped lead his Ducks to an improbable run to win the final Pac-12 tournament ever. So, and that's the highlights right there from him. He partnered in crime back in Oregon, also went undrafted, but was immediately signed afterwards. And they talk about him there. So they put the Pelicans G League, I think that's the Pelicans summer league schedule there, which you'll probably see him there. So very interesting here. Let me see if I could pull up, and here's some video right here. Let me play that right here for the fan. See him play. This is some of his stuff. And let's see if I could pull up this other undrafted list. I had it up here. I had the other one up here in some kind of way, for whatever reason. I think this is the correct list. They got it set up differently. But yeah, Wojnarowski, and I'm gonna see if they got anybody else here as well. I'm gonna have to get Rel, our beat writer Rel, to kind of put the undrafted guys together. He was working on one. He did one last night that posted on the WhoDatDaily.com, fam, if y'all want to check that out. Pelicans link Inc. undrafted Providence big Josh Odoro, which we showed some footage on Josh Odoro last night, and this seemed like another talented player. Now, like I said, we still have a lot to do, and it's a good thing. It's a good feeling, to be honest with you, fam. Like I said, to be able to get Dejounte Murray without giving up BI or without giving up, our biggest trade pieces and just basically for reserves is a tremendous win for the organization, man. It takes a little bit of pressure on, but the Pelicans, if they want to keep doing what they're doing and stepping up and handling the business, they got to keep this energy going, man. I'm trying to see if I can find anybody else on this list here, fam. That's also available. I think because they don't have this have to get Real Right to work on the list and see what he can put together. But I think that's it. If y'all know the player, put him in the chat, fam, because I'm not pulling up the Washington player. If you guys know his name, that's the only 2 that I see right now. There could be another one, a third one, because a lot of these guys have signed with teams. They've signed little deals there going into the summer league. So if y'all know of anybody else, please feel free to throw them up in the chat. And because we do our best to try to keep up with this stuff. But at this juncture, so much stuff is going on. Here go the other one right here. Josh Odoro right there. The Pelicans signed him as well.
Odoro.
Yeah, so that's
Dream Shake, bro, with the Dream Shake, huh?
Yeah, he got some moves, bro. He looks stiff as hell, but he does have some moves, man. I can give it to you. You got some stiff ass moves, but they working. You got a lot of paratroopers out there. You got a lot of paratroopers out there in the NBA, man. He gonna be catching them. All right, Sean Boy says BI and Karl Anthony Towns salaries match. Oh, do they? Well, yeah. Well, isn't it 34? I forgot what it was. Did I look up Big Cat's contract? Hold on here. He said the contracts match. Well, because what BI is what 33, 34 million, I want to say, and Big Cat's the same. Is that what you're saying, brother? Let me see if I could pull that up. Big Cat's contract.
Yeah, Big Cat, I think he locked up for like the next 3 years too. His contract, it was looking like a lot, but going into the new CBA and all of that, man, I think his contract's gonna look like a deal. But we got to keep in mind that they did bring in Dillingham over there. They traded them 2 picks for that guy. I don't think they're just doing that and gonna have him sitting. I think he's a part of what they want to do. And they also got to pay Naz Reid, and they got Rudy Gobert, man. So I don't know. Big Cat definitely might be out. Will we be the team to get him?
I don't know. I mean, they're saying it's 36, just 3602 is what I'm seeing on there. 3602. Thank you, Sean.
You're talking about Big Cat being him being non-aggressive. We get a lot of aggression with Dejounte Murray, man. I think he brings that dog mentality, and if I had to get it from any one position, I would want it to be my point guard.
Well, I mean, things kind of look a little different when you got a guy that can actually be a floor general that can set the table, and not only that, but make you pay. Because when you have a guy like Zion Williamson running around out there, he commands a lot of attention, which means he makes the game easier for everybody. So, I mean, but I was thinking, like, you bring it up, but, you know, there's many articles. You could take your pick on articles out there that do have Karl Anthony Towns in the crosshairs. So, I don't know. They got a few people that's talking about trade rumors. Here's one right here. It's a bunch of them. This is from Bleacher Report. NBA trade rumors. Wolves hope to hang on to Karl Anthony Towns amid tax concerns. So, you know, there are many articles out there saying it, even though the Wolves, there's also articles saying that the Wolves want to keep Cat. So, you know, we'll see how that all works moving forward. But, you know, the money, you know, money talks, BS walks. You know how that go. Hey, Sean Boy, thank you for your super chat, fam. And I'm just be honest with you, man. It's going to be interesting to see how this all goes, man. A lot of people saying Miles Turner. All right, TS the Great says, I heard the Cavs were interested in BI and we're interested in Jared Allen. Yeah, that's been a long running theme, hasn't it? Jared Allen there, DeJounte Murray, Jared Allen. How would that look? Really very interesting, man, how this could really just kind of could turn out. The Pelicans been looking at Jared Allen for a while, right? Eugene says BI goes headed up here to Philly for one and a role player in any case. Put the word out there as our pals are back up. Yes, indeed, man. We here, baby. We here. All right, XX Nola Hitman says
what would we rather, Jared Allen or Miles Turner though?
Miles Turner ain't on the block though, DC.
I mean, you sure? Like, they got salary cap problems up there too with
Yes.
Pascal Siakam with all of that money, and then they got a lot of guys they're gonna have to pay, man. The Indiana team's deep.
They are deep, but that's a big part of the win philosophy. Like I was just looking at when we was talking about Miles Turner, I was looking it up. That a lot of people that the Pacers, after they went through this run that they had, kind of showed a lot and then excited, you know, the team. And Miles Turner was a big part of that with the Tyrese Halliburton and them other guys, Siakam and all them.
But they got a backup center over there, man. That I think a lot of people are a little higher on than Miles Turner for the future because of the money.
Well, we like I said, right now stuff could change, DC, just because they're not saying it right now. I mean, from what I just looked at,
they got to pay Aaron Naismith. They got a little point guard. I think they got in the second round or late in the first that he's looking like he could be the next type of Tyrese Maxey guy. You know, going late and being really, really good. They got a lot of things brewing over there, man. Siakam, I think, is what, $280 million, whatever he's getting paid. Halliburton's already getting paid, and I don't know. They got to do something. I don't think they're gonna keep everything the way it is.
Well, we'll see, bro. I mean, that wouldn't be the first time, DC, because they kind of buttoned down. Remember, prior to all this other stuff, there was trade rumors for back-to-back years on Miles Turner, but he appears to be happy. They like the core up there, and you're right. The money is kind of funny, so we'll see how it all works, bro. But there's a lot of capable, skilled bigs that's available, depending on, you know, what you're looking at. So, you know, if there was a tradable big out there that I would really like, I like Miles Turner. I do. Big Cat is a guy that'll look a certain kind of way in the Pelicans offense. He's a big that can shoot the 3-pointer. He can play a little defense. Yeah. I'm just not a supporter or a love. I don't care about Big Cat like that, you know. But if he come down,
I don't care about him like that either. I just think our team, the way we're designed, it would be like the perfect fit for him. If any team could utilize a big that shoots a lot of threes at a very, very high clip and
his percentages would probably go up because of how open he is, I think it would be us, bro.
Well, I mean,
What he
you might.
does best, it fits, man. It fits like a glove.
Well, I mean, you make some compelling arguments there, DC, especially the fact that you mentioned Naj Reid is a guy that they want to hold on to. That definitely might be able to push Karl Anthony Towns out the door. So, but could you get it? Would it be a BI for Karl Anthony Towns swap when you got with McDaniel up there? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Cap says it's Anderson now. We good unless we sign back. Oh, you talking about Kyle Anderson? Praise Yahweh says, speaking of slow. Nah, I'm not really interested in Kyle Anderson, brother. His game, I wouldn't. I think we can do a little bit better than him. Darrell says, y'all bet not say one about my GM ever again until he screws up. Until he screws up. Okay,
well, we ain't got to wait long. I'll just tell you.
No, yeah, you're gonna be back word selling it up real soon. Tobias,
ain't got to wait long.
Nah, you're gonna be word selling it.
Man, we done went through the show, man. We didn't even do the rookie press conferences, man. The rookies had their press conferences. We done bust up all the trade news. We gonna show the rookies some love.
No, we could get a
Maybe
little
later.
bit of that. Yeah, we can get a little bit into that right now. The family members, I don't know if they had seen the rookie press conference. A lot been happening today, man. A lot been happening.
Bell's been moving and shaking and popping, like you said.
Nah, I did. I said shaking and baking, DC. You got to get that right, brother. You got to get
moving and shaking and popping.
I didn't say nothing about popping, brother. I mean, you getting the popping from? I don't understand what you're doing.
Hey, that's
brother.
you, man. You said moving and shaking and popping.
Shaking and baking.
I was waiting for you to say snapping.
What? Popping. Let's get it popping. All right, but anyway, man. About as old as you are, old man. All
Let's get it popping.
All right. DC is crazy, man. He's out of his mind. All right, so anyway, fam, he go to press conference. Yeah. Bryson Graham, bro, you're gonna be smiling from ear to ear. Both 5 draft picks here, and this is about 10 minutes long, so it's not very long. This is his thoughts on the Pelicans draft, man. Here we go.
Just want to thank everybody for coming out. It's a really exciting time here for the organization. Sitting here with me, we've got Antonio Reeves and Eve Missy. We want to thank the Missy family for coming. It's a really special time. I'm sure, this is a really cool time in his life to be able to be one of those guys that gets their name called out of 58 picks is awesome. And then to the Reeves family, thank you for coming. Also want to thank Mrs. Benson. Thank you for, it's her leadership and her support. None of this can be possible without her. There's a little background into Eve and to Antonio and the reason why we selected them. Eve, with the 21st pick. I saw him in practice in October. I said this after the draft, and he was probably one of the more athletic players I had seen at his size in practice. And the way he moved on the floor and his instincts defensively were incredible. And so he just continued to get better and better and better as the year went along. He's going to fit well here in New Orleans. Coach Green loves players that can switch defensively and can put pressure on the rim coming out of pick and rolls. Being able to free up the weak side of the floor is something that we like to incorporate into our offense. And so I think he's going to fit really, really, really nicely. And Antonio is a big time shooter, playmaker. And I saw him I was telling him as we walked in that I saw him play his first game against at Illinois State when you were playing in the Missouri Valley tournament. And he transferred to Kentucky and did 2 years there. But his growth each and every year, you saw it. In this past year, shooting 45% from 3 on close to 6 attempts a game. He's a marksman, and he's going to fit very, very well, I feel, here as well. And so we just want to, again, thank everybody for coming out. And at this time, just open it up for questions.
Hey, there's just a lot of stuff out there about started playing basketball, I don't know, 15, 16 years old at the organized level. What have these last few years been like for you, this journey, and, it culminating here, you being drafted into the NBA?
Amazing. I feel like each year I got better, and the more I play, I obviously took a lot of stuff from older guys. I better, I prolific prep, and I feel like everywhere I went to, I always got better at some point. I found something to add to my game, and then just being here and be able to grow even more is just amazing.
And Bryce told us it was a strong possibility you going to redshirt your first year at
Yeah.
Going from that to being a lottery pick. Was that past year and then just being able to see some?
Just trying to learn, being coachable, sure, execute what the coach is telling me to do. Just try to understand what he's telling me and know that I cannot be all the time right, and then just try to understand and try to implement it on the court.
Was there a specific moment at the end of last season when you thought, oh, the NBA is a real possibility as soon as next year?
I've been thinking about it. It's really more at the end of the year that I actually brought it to my parents and family, but I was more focused on during the entire season.
And there have been comparisons, for instance, to Clint Capella. I think you yourself, I've seen you, on social media talk about Derek Lively. How would you describe your game?
I would describe my game as someone that can obviously help in defense, be able to switch on the guard, someone that can put pressure on the rim, obviously. Someone who crush the offensive glass all the time, and then a good shot blocker, and someone who plays hard with energy.
You come from a rich Cameroonian heritage. Your parents played on the national team. In the NBA, there's some all-NBA guys like Joel Embiid, Pascal Siakam. How do you feel about the influx of good Cameroonian players in the league?
It's amazing. I just feel like the more people in Cameroon have the opportunity to just play basketball early on, they'll probably get to this type of stage, to NBA or even the EuroLeague or whatever. I just feel like being one of them is amazing. Obviously, I watched them when I was younger, and then to be able to maybe play against them, possibly play against them, is just super nice.
Being guy coming in with 5 years of college experience, playing different ways, how much did it help you stepping in year one?
How it's going to help me is just, like you said, the experience that I had, being around for 5 years, just learning a lot from coaches and, just from other guys as well, just taking stuff in from other guys and just implementing it to my game.
Antonio, the Pelicans have guys in the rotation the past few years. There's been second-round picks. There's been undrafted guys. Is that something, you talk to people on the team or anything about it? Just there's been opportunity here for guys kind of similar to you?
No, I haven't really talked about that. Just really focus on, how I can get better as a basketball player and just locking into the team. At Kentucky, it wasn't just, worrying about that. To be honest, it was just me, just focusing and, just coming in and, do what I do.
Antonio, as far as shooting goes, is that something that has come natural to you? Is that something you spend a lot of time in? Is there a player growing up that you kind of model yourself after?
Yeah, it basically just came natural to me. I always had it when I was younger. Of course, I worked on it over the course of the years as I got older. And who I would say I would shoot in the NBA, I would say someone like Reggie Miller. I give it to Reggie Miller. I watched a couple of his films and stuff, growing up and things like that. And, he's a really good shooter.
So we're on a team with two other guards that won the lottery. How much did that competition kind of help get you grow? What was that kind of being with two other guys?
Man, hard work every day, just competitive. And, we just had shooting competitions all the time and one-on-one sometimes as well. Just that's how we got better as basketball players, just feeding into each other and how, we can just strive and, be better, to be honest. Yeah.
So how much do you just want to play with a guy like Zion attract so much attention?
Just being able to space the floor, just me being able to be a shooter. And, whenever he drives, he causes so much attention. So I would say, when guys, feed into that, I could just be wide open, to be able to shoot.
Same question to Eve. How do you feel like you'll fit alongside with Zion in the front court? Could be beneficial for the Pelicans?
Just like he said, just pacing the floor and just be able to put pressure at the rim, like he said, and then just I know that they'll be more worried about him more than me for sure. So I know I can crash the glass and everything. So I know he's definitely gonna be amazing.
This question is for both you guys. Have either of you guys had any kind of contact, text, calls with any of the Pelicans' present players yet?
I got in contact with Trey Murphy. You know, he's one of the guys I, knew for a really long time. And, I just talked to him for a little bit. And, he basically just said, whenever you get here, let's go to work. So, that's someone I knew for a minute.
Same. It was Trey Murphy as well. Same thing.
Same.
How did you like the trade, all that? Just how far back is the relationship going?
It went back all the way from Miami. I met him in Miami when he was with XL. And, that's when our relationship grew, me being in the gym with him every day and, just seeing how he worked, his work ethic and things like that. So, after the course of the years, I went to a couple Pelicans games as well. And I was just seeing him on the floor and stuff. And, it gave me tickets.
Bryson talked about the importance of being able to play different defensive schemes in today's NBA that can play in space. How comfortable are you doing those different things on the defensive end and kind of stepping up in different roles?
I just feel like, just like in college, I had the opportunity to be able to have a lot of different pick and roll coverage. And then I was really comfortable switching on the guard, even on drop coverage. I would just do what the team needs me to do. And then I feel like I would adapt myself to it.
It's a question for both of you guys. How much have you heard about New Orleans? How much do you know about it? And kind of what are you looking forward to about being out there?
I hear a lot about the food. A lot. I feel like everywhere I go, someone tell me, "Oh, you're gonna get bigger," and I say, "All right, let's try it."
I say seafood, crawfish. I haven't really tried it yet, and eventually I could be able to. So, yeah.
Antonio, on the ESPN podcast in the draft, they said you might be the best shooter. What's your reaction to that?
Of course, that's what I feel, as if I'm the best shooter in the draft. I feel like I am, to be honest. So, just being able to work every day and, just stay in the gym, and don't even worry about that. Just keep doing what you're doing.
All right, so that's the press conference there with them guys, man. Listen, very exciting times. The last couple of days, been interested in the Pelicans draft. I give it a solid B. This trade, like I said before starting the stream off, was and just a fleecing. The Pelicans fleeced the hell out of the Hawks. They get Dejounte Murray, a top-notch player in the NBA, a guy that's scoring 25 points a contest, can assist, play defense. He's a big guard too, and you basically get him for three backups, 2 role players in the G Leaguer and 2 future picks. That's a win. Quadruple A in my book. Big shout out to the Pels. This right here on the screen, family, this is what I pulled up here from Bleacher Report. It's a look at the updated rosters and salary cap situation for the Pelicans. And this is unofficial, obviously, with Dejounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones there at the 3. You see Zion Williamson and Vail still there, and of course that'll change. And the trade leaves the Pelicans with a total cap approximately $208.9 million, which is almost $68 million over the cap. So you know what they got to do.
What's the cap, Q?
Well, it's saying that the total cap is estimated approximately is 208.9. So they're saying it's about 60.
No. What's the cap line? You say they 68 million over the cap?
60. I mean, I just looked it up on Sport Track. They're
So
saying
the cap is 150? I thought it was like 170, the cap.
He's saying that hold on, let me see what the cap space the Pelicans currently have. They're over the cap by 67 million. Let me see, their overall numbers is of total cap allocation is 208.8 plus, and they're over by 67, almost 68 mil. and they still have about, what is it? What, 13.3 to the first apron and 24.1 plus to the second apron. So
The first apron is where it stops. David Griffin said we're not going to be an apron team. So we still got $13 million.
13.3
But
plus.
our rookie isn't signed. Our second round pick, those guys aren't signed yet, right?
That's correct. That's to my knowledge. They have not been. I haven't heard them sign. They've drafted them, but I haven't heard anything about them officially signing contracts.
I mean, they shouldn't be a lot of money though. They definitely won't be 13 million. We still got what 2 roster spots to fill.
Yes. Yeah. You get Dejounte, and you give up. I guess EJ Liddell. I guess he was on a spot. Larry Nance, Dyson Daniels, EJ Liddell. They were actually on the active roster, listed on the active roster.
So we only got 11 people on the active roster.
You got Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, Dejounte Murray, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Jordan Hawkins, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Matt Ryan, Jose Alvarado, Malcolm Hill. Right now, that's without adding, and that's 11 people without adding your 2 rookies that you selected.
Okay, so we only
13.
we got we need to get to 16. So you got the two-way players. We right on track. We just got about a couple of guys we need to sign one free agent, which I mean we're gonna get a center, but it's probably gonna come with swapping somebody else out. So center's probably gonna bring us back 2 players. BI or CJ probably get 2 players back.
Yeah. It's that first apron is 13.3 plus. So yeah, there you go. But this is all very positive in my opinion right now. This is the kind of moves that we wanted to see the Pelicans make to be contenders. Because to be honest with your family, we needed that change. We have to move and groove and shake and bake. We got to do what we got to do to improve this team in the Southwestern division, and of course in the Western Conference. Period, man. It's going to be absolute murder in that Western Conference, man. So the Pelicans, man, they're doing what they're supposed to do to build this team in the right direction.
Gotta stay deep too, man. We can't get top heavy, man. That ain't gonna work in the West.
That's right. That's why I was saying, like, the potential BI trade that's coming up could be for another potential starting level big where Misi comes off the bench. You got to build up that, strengthen your 5, obviously, but you definitely have to do something with your second liners. Najee Marshall, we talked about Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall leaving is a hit. It really is, because Najee Marshall came up in the organization. He developed this game. Najee was one of those guys that can guard different positions. He would handle the ball. He would shoot 3-pointer. He had that ferocity. He was a dog that we like, that we love to see some of our players are, and we are losing Najee Marshall to free agency. So that's something that you have to kind of see if you can find somebody there to help out there. We thought EJ Liddell could be somewhat. EJ Liddell's included in this trade, then that means that the Pelicans, they did bring a couple undrafted guys, but I'm anticipating them to also have a few lower level veterans to come in and fill some of this space as well. So, I mean, we'll see what they got going on, man. That's coming. But listen, this is what we've been talking about. Shout out to the Pelican brass, man, for doing a stellar job over the last couple of days, giving the B-level draft, a solid B-level draft, and getting these young guys. We talk about Misi, you talk about Anthony Reeves. The guy is just like instant grits. Y'all remember him? Instant grits, and just
Jamal Crawford. That was Jamal Crawford. You talking about? Yeah.
Instant grits. Get out there.
Grits, yeah.
He don't need no warm up, none of that. He just start firing away. That's what this kid is. The kid, you work on his defense, you're gonna have something.
That's Jordan Hawkins, the same thing.
Yeah, man. Listen, I just love it, man. I love what they're doing over the last 2 days. We've been like, man, let's get something shaking and baking, and they did really well, man. We got to credit them up on that one, man. So yeah, that big ups to y'all. Mr. O says ATL Sports Radio now sound like he needs some Pepto to get through the show. Yeah, indeed, man. They they're gonna try to get Landry out of there. To give up Murray for 3 reserves. The Pelicans, we got him. We Danny Ainge their ass. That's what happened. We Danny Ainge their ass today. Jerry says, have to believe it. He said, have to believe, baby. How you like it? He took a shot at Lex. He says, have to believe, baby. How you like that, Lex? I think she happy.
Hold up. You can't do that. The Lex ain't here, bro. Can't be firing at Lex, right?
Taking little shots. But the thing is, but I think, Lex will be happy about the trade. Now, she wanted to trade for the trade, but still it's a major upgrade at the point guard position to get Dejounte Murray. Because me, personally, I think Dejounte Murray, from a money sense, makes sense for the Pels because trade
let me ask you this,
$43 million for trade versus, what is it, DC?
25.
25.2. Yeah, 25.2. Go ahead, bro. What you got?
Is there any world where Dejounte Murray, B.I., and Zion can play on this team? At least before we pull off moves.
Sure they are.
To see if it can work.
Sure, yeah. There's a reality where that could happen. Well, David Griffin was like, okay, we add DeJounte along with there, and then we'll see if we can, try to see if instead of focusing on BI, try to trade CJ McCollum or however it's gonna work, try to get the money to make sense. But yeah, it's a reality.
Shout out to Trey Burton too, reaching out to the rookies, man. Say that he the only one reached out to him.
Where everybody might be a little busy, but it's okay. But yeah, that's the thing, man. We have to kind of figure that out, man. But there's a reality where that could go. I just don't want to see that. I just want us to keep on pushing ahead and get this done, man. I want us to be able to keep doing it. Let's see if we can get a starting level big to complement Zion. This is our chance. This is our chance to kind of reconstruct the team in a way that we feel that it can maximize Zion Williams' potential. We have guys around him that can score. You got a 25 point scorer you bring in here, DC. And listen, man, and it does an interesting scenario that you line up with the BI thing, because you got BI as a 20+ scorer, you got DeJounte at 25+. So you bringing in those guys, man, and I can guarantee you that you put all 3 of them guys together, Larry, and I don't think they was averaging no 25 points a contest. I mean, Larry was 6 points, 7 points at best. Dyson was probably 6, 7 points. So you're looking at about 12 to 14 points between them, and EJ Liddell never seen the floor. So, I mean,
The more you talk and say, brother, the worse it is for Atlanta, bro. I just can't wrap my mind around this. But we did give them that 2025 first-round pick. Now, I'm not going to lie, Q. That pick is a lot, man. This 2025 class coming in next year, some people are, expecting this draft to be generational. They're throwing that word out there. So if we do pull off a trade, CJ, BI, even if it's CJ, we got to at least get a second-round pick to get back into that draft, man. You want 2 picks in this 2025 draft.
Well, all I can say is I hope, with how the Pelicans will look this upcoming season, that that draft wouldn't mean nothing to us. That's all I'm saying, man.
If you are a team approaching the first apron and second apron and all that, the draft means a lot to you. What do you mean?
Well,
that's the only way you stay winning is through the draft. Once you get your foundation set, you got to draft well, and you're gonna have to draft in the back half of the draft and draft well. So the 2025 draft, I think it still would mean something, man. You might be able to find your point guard of the future when Dejounte Murray hanging it up. We get a guy. We got to look at Jose, man. We signed him to a team option, right? For 1 year. They didn't extend him, Q. Jose more than likely is going to be involved in the trade, or he's going to be gone. And then they didn't extend him. Why wouldn't they extend him?
We got second-round picks next year?
I don't think so. Dejounte Murray wiped us out for 4 years unless we got some from somebody else that I'm not thinking about. Maybe we could have a Milwaukee pick. We got to look at how they picks were.
You see,
I know we had some pick swaps and seconds and all that.
I ain't worrying about that because Jose was undrafted. That's number one. They brought him in here.
No.
and built-
I'm just saying, like, Dejounte Murray is 27. We got a while, but you got to look at replacing that Jose Alvarado backup point guard spot. In my opinion, I think we kind of still need a backup point guard. We can kind of get by without one, but you got to get a solid backup point guard, man. Those guys in the league are important now.
But we
Having
still
that
not.
guard off the bench, bro, or at least a good combo guard.
I agree with some of that, but we still not done yet. I mean, you got Dejounte Murray here. The Pelicans also, they still got some role players to fill on that bench, and they still can swing for the fence and get a starting level big to go into 5. So we still not done right here. We still got some work to do in improving on the Pelicans. They still got some options here. So, like I said, I'm not really, as rough as this sound, I could give a hell about that draft right now. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, especially 2025. I mean, 2026 roll around, that's a whole nother thing. But I want to focus on the core that we have. And we've done a pretty stellar job of taking guys like Najee Marshall, like Jose Alvarado. Those guys were undrafted. And we developed those guys into solid role players. For 4 years, you got good production out of Najee Marshall and Jose Alvarado before you had to pay them bigger money or decide to let them go on to make bigger money. That's a pretty decent thing that the Pelicans have done. They've developed them undrafted guys, and I don't see no reason why they can't keep doing that. So it's a cheaper way to find talent. You have to give them an opportunity to do it. But at the end, they have found some solid undrafted guys, DC, with some defensive acumen as well as offensive acumen. So we'll see what they got going on in the offseason moving forward, bro. But, like I said, the big parts of it, the trade, whatever the potential could be for BI trade for a big or whatever the situation will happen as a leader of the off the bench or the second line, all that stuff has to be taken in consideration this year for the Pelicans to take the step. So I get what you're saying there, but this core they putting together, Dejounte Murray is 27 years of age, and he still has multiple years remaining on his contract. So we do have some time before we need to make a move like that. And besides,
how many years does Dejounte exactly have on his contract? Is it 3 or is it 2?
Hold on, let me pull it up. I don't want to guess at it because I want to give you an answer on that. But instead of guessing, I would rather just pull the freaking thing up so you can see it for yourself, sir. So hold on.
We gotta get his team a backup plan for their backup plans, Q, because they don't make plans. So
well, it seemed like they had a plan this time, brother. It seemed like they had a plan this time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if everything the tea leaves are pointing where they should, like you said, then Jared Allen is the next move, right?
Yes, if anything, but there are options. There are guys out there. But listen, here's the contract. 4-year deal, $114 million right now, according to Sport Track. He has 3 years remaining on the contract. 3rd year is a player option. So 2024, he's making 25.2, 25-26, he's making 27.2. 26-27, he turns 30. It's an escalating agreement. He'll be making 29.3. And then when he turns 31 in the year 2027 and 28, he has a player option and the contract is 31.3 mil. So you got time.
He gonna opt out of that.
Well, that's cool because he's 31 at that point, but you got him in his prime years is what I'm saying, which is plenty enough time. It's not like you're getting him like it's a BI.
So, yeah, we get like 3 seasons of him.
Exactly. So this is a very decent deal, which kind of helps along, kind of correlates with the Zion Williamson time frame as well. So he got his money. You taken in this agreement. He plays next to Zion that helps complement his game as well. He's a defensive guy that buys into Willie's philosophy. So he's a balanced player that will really thrive in the city of New Orleans, especially in Willie Green's offense, man. He'll thrive there. You just got to get you a big to go along there. And you have Messi off the bench, you have Reeves off the bench, and then you still got Matt Ryan, you still got Uncle Robinson Earl, you still got him there. And then you continue to do what you're going to do, add a few pieces here or there in free agency based on what the trade is going to be with BI. So the sky's looking up for the Pelicans, man. They finally making the proper moves. So it's going to be fine, man. So it's going to be good.
Let's say we just sign a big for the hell of it, bro. We just get some type of veteran big, right? And we roll into the season with that. And all of these players you see here are still on the team, and we get whoever to fill out the bench, right? With some of these guys from the summer league, we like one of them. We get one or two of them an active roster spot, right? What would be our closing lineup with our current rendition of the roster, saying that we get a big that's like pretty much just a band-aid, not a name, not nobody that's guaranteed anything. What does our closing lineup look like, family? I'm curious to see that. If we still got CJ, Bi, Trey, Herb, Zion, Dejounte, what is our closing lineup?
Oh man.
Will we do a lineup without a traditional center? To close the game. I'm talking about the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can do that. You can roll that out there with Zion at the 5, I guess, for a closing lineup. But it depends on who the big is, though, DC. That's kind of a.
Well, I mean, you're going with no center, Q. Like, you're going to go with your best. You're going with a small ball lineup. We've seen her play spot minutes at center. We've seen Trey do it for a brief second, not very long. We've seen Zion do it. What's our closing lineup?
Yeah, you can have Zion there. You can put Zion at the 5 in the closing lineup. If you go small ball with Zion at the 5, and then you have your shooters out there. You have Murray, McCollum. Hold on. Murray, you're gonna definitely put McCollum out there. You have Murray and Murphy, McCollum, Zion, and dare I say Herb? Dare I say Herb?
Oh, Bi?
I would have because Bi. I'm thinking like Bi's gone, bro. In my head.
Oh, I say with the team the way he ain't gone today. So with the team the way it is, if this stays the same and we just sign a spare part center,
well, that's easy.
A good bet for me, sees. What is our closing lineup?
That's easy. That'll be Murray, as Zion at 5. Well, I have to put the 5, but Murray, McCollum, Ingram, Zion, and Murphy.
No Herb.
Wow, damn. Yeah, I forgot to put Herb out there.
It gets tricky, right?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know, man. I don't know what it would. I don't know how they would do it.
Yeah,
if they kept it the same. I don't know how, because it's a tough sell to ask CJ to go to the bench. He don't get to close the game. You can't sell at the BI. I don't think Trey won't hear that shit either.
Well,
you damn near gotta play Herb if you going with a non-traditional center.
But see, the thing is, because why sugarcoat it? The Pelicans obviously still trying to find
because the way I see it, brother. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I've known for a while when we tried to get Dejounte when he was still with the Spurs, him and Brandon Ingram are tight. So knowing that, it's in the back of my mind that maybe, just maybe, David Griffin don't really want trade BI. Maybe there's some discussions. BI takes less money than the 52 or whatever.
Even if he does, they still got to pay trade, dog. You still got to pay trade.
You got to pay trade. But I'm just saying, for this season, obviously next season, about an All-Star break, somebody, CJ would have to be home. So, but this season, I think it's possible that we could see this. So I'm just curious what the closing lineup would be if things stay the same and we just happen to just sign a center.
I still say, I get what you're saying, DC. There's many options going. I still see the Pelicans as trying to find the proper trading team for BI, and ultimately down the line, CJ McCollum. You got to move the team forward. We can't. I know BI loves this, that, and the third, and pay cuts, but it's not like we don't have nobody behind him. Like if it changes things if Trey Murphy wasn't on the team. It really does. If Trey Murphy wasn't on the team, then there is a thing for, well, who you going to put at the 5, man? You can't get rid of BI because you ain't got nobody to replace him. But that puts a gun on you and a light on you because you his contract is up. You're not going to pay $50 million a year. And even if you decide to pay him or he takes a pay cut, you still, that does not, alleviate the fact that you still have to pay Trey Murphy, who is the future. And I ain't talking about a future that's 3 or 4 years from now. I'm talking about a future right now. It ain't like you got 2 or 3 years on Trey Murphy's deal before you can say, okay, with BI, we can keep BI and Trey. When he comes along, he'll help out off the bench. No, Trey Murphy is his time is now. So you can't hold up BI, the past for the future. You got to be able to get what you can get right now to help improve this team and move forward. Then we deal with Trey Murphy. That's how it was set up. When they drafted him, eventually he was supposed to be a starter behind BI. We know that when they took him. The idea was supposed to be for Dyson Daniels, but stuff changed. But Trey Murphy and Herb Jones, those guys are starters. So CJ McCollum and these other guys and BI, ultimately, they had their time. It didn't work out. It's time to go. That's like having a guest at your house and they 2 years past the time that they said they was going to leave. Like, what the hell? What are you doing? That kind of stuff. No, it's time for, we love you, BI. We thank you for your service. I know you want to be in the city of New Orleans, bro, but the time is up on that. The core thing didn't work out. We got to move forward. You got a replacement, a really good one behind you that we have to pay that guy. We don't want to sign BI and then miss out on Trey Murphy. You'd be kicking yourself. So we got to move on. And like I said, I like BI. I really do. But this is business. This ain't have nothing to do with likes and dislikes. This is business. This is business. We got to do the right thing business-wise to improve the team. They understand that. They understand it's a business. They get compensated very well. They really do. All right, Louisiana boy said he said you can always sign BI and trade them later. I don't think they're as a rush as you think. I'm not saying they're rushing on it, bro. I've said this earlier in the stream that, this move right here by getting Dejounte for 3 reserve players buys the Pelicans some time so they'll be able to do their due diligence and look around to see what trade packages they have. But rest assured, at some point, they got to pull the trigger on the deal to bring another player in here because you only have, that's 2, Murray and Zion. You still need another player, and BI can get you that guy. You can't pay him. You got to move him. This is business, man. Like my dog Mo's always say, you can't fall in love with these players, man. This is business, man. It's all business. Vibing with John says, facts, Q. You draft that player to be the face of your franchise. We got to keep it pushing. The timeline stipulates that we had these guys here for a certain period of time. We got a certain level of result. And now the young player is there at the precipice. We got to move the other guy out because his contract is up. You're not going to pay him, but you will pay the guy behind him. That's commonsensical to me. There's no debate about this. He will be getting traded, whether it's now or later. He's not going to be with this team. We got to find a proper mix for him. So, and plus, yes, right, Devin. We also have, Jordan Hawkins there. We gave up. These are first round draft pick players they have a timeline. You get them already. You can say, okay, this year they're not ready, but no ads. You give them.
I think Hawk ready, man. With the off season, he's probably gonna play in summer league. They're gonna be looking to see improvement on his defense, and I think Hawk gonna be ready, man. We gotta give him some minutes, like serious minutes.
Right.
At least 18 minutes a game this season, man.
Yeah, I think he gets it too. If you take a look at the Pels bench, man, Jordan Hawkins, he should be getting that minutes. That's why I say it's imperative that we got to move guys like CJ McCollum up out of here because Hawkins
without Dyson and EJ Liddell, though, I'm still a little worried about the Najee role. We need somebody that's kind of like that 4/ small forward, 3 that can kind of do a little bit of everything, like a little utility guy, a knife. Is there a chance we bring back Najee if we keep Brandon Ingram and keep Jose?
Oh Lord. Bro, none of this is not gonna happen, man. BI is gonna get traded. CJ eventually gonna get traded, and I'll be happy to get Najee Marshall back, but he's gonna take a big check to be a starter somewhere else.
Free agency officially starts Sunday, right?
Yeah, I think that's true. I thought it. Yeah, But
So
but
that's
what,
probably when we see this BI CJ hypothetical trade. If it's gonna happen, we should see something at the start of free agency, sign and trade type thing could happen to Nicholas Claxton. Man, do we send BI to Brooklyn for Nicholas
25
Claxton?
mil.
Huh?
I don't know about that. 25 million. What is it? 25 million a season for
I mean, it was
Claxton?
the same thing we paying John. We was gonna pay BI 52, so we split that down. We paid one guy 25, the other guy 25.
I wouldn't
Their
be mad.
contracts probably expire around the same time.
I wouldn't be too mad at
Mises,
this.
that gives Mises the 2 to 3 years he needs to develop. Just have a little
I
bench room.
I wouldn't be mad at that. And plus, they kind of, you can kind of work them together in certain spots too with their game. With Claxton game, how he plays, and Mises' physicality and his speed, you can kind of work them in a certain lineup if you like. If you want to go big with it.
Really? What lineup would that be?
Well, I mean, you can use double bigs. They don't use double bigs before. You've seen times when they had Jackson Hayes and
Those
Bell.
guys, you ain't getting a lot of offense out of Claxton, in my opinion. He's just like a rim runner. Like,
You're not getting a lot of.
put a lineup with Dejounte and Trey or something.
You're not getting a lot of offense out of Nick Claxton.
He don't have no offensive bag to me. He just kind of get like scrap points. Like, am I missing something? Now his defense is what you salivate over with him. He's uber athletic, but what's his go-to move? Am I missing something with Nick Claxton?
25
He's not
million.
Jared Allen. He's not
he ain't
Jared Allen, bro. Jared Allen much better, in my opinion. So you paying a guy Jared Allen money to not be Jared Allen. But I think he's more athletic than Jared Allen.
They keep Jared Allen.
Philosophy. Maybe he's a little better at the switching philosophy than Jared Allen. Other than that, Jared Allen better at everything. Screening, rebounding, everything.
I actually think that's the thing that they know that. That's why Jared Allen's been a strong fixture in the Pelicans sites for a while now. They know what type of center Jared Allen is and what he can do, and they like him to be. They want to see if they can do something with him. Now, of course, they just signed. They know they got their new coach up there, and they're speaking the praises of trying to keep the core together.
I don't think they get rid of him.
Well, it could be a Miles Turner type thing where you competitively keep hearing trade rumors around the dude, and then ultimately it never seems to materialize. So I don't know, but they do like Jared Allen a lot. They've been
that coach is who made him. That's the guy he first came into fruition up under. Why would he take that job and get rid of a guy he helped ascend?
I don't know.
If anybody figure out how to make it work with him, I would think it would be that coach, right?
Kenny Atkinson, yeah. Kenny Atkinson.
Now this is the weird thing though. What if Cleveland does something crazy and they're like, they want to get rid of Evan Mobley because they don't, that dude's up for a big contract.
Oh man, I don't know. We ain't gonna pay it.
How would you feel about a BI for Evan Mobley swap?
I don't know.
If that would be crazy though to me for them to do that, but
I don't know about Evan Mobley. Them trading him.
You don't like Evan Mobley?
No, I don't think. I don't think they're
it's hard
moving
for me
Evan.
to see him getting rid of Jared Allen after bringing Atkinson.
If it comes to
And
they get rid
also
of.
Donovan Mitchell doesn't want Jared Allen gone. That news came out too. He likes playing with Jared Allen. He likes Jared Allen. He's one of his favorite teammates.
I don't see them people trading no Evan Mobley over Jared Allen, brother. He can like him all he want. I'm just saying, Mobley is younger and has a higher upside than Jared Allen. So I don't see him getting rid of him. But we'll see. Maybe they got a general manager like Atlanta does, who might figure they can live on. But pretty much Cleveland saying they want to keep those four guys together. So we'll see how the money works, man. But then there's going to a lot of stuff shaking and baking. Brother Hakeem, how you doing, brother? Says Jared helps out money-wise. You have to pay Hartenstein to keep him. That's true, too. Hartenstein's another guy they mentioned it, too, bro. Thank you for that. Jay Survival, what's popping, Jay? Said Nick's going to keep Hart. Are they going to pay all those dudes? Because I know they...
And OJ Anunoby want to stay, too. So it's like, can they keep Hartenstein?
Man, they gave OG Anunoby his money. He got a deal with them. They signed him. They said,
What was his deal?
Man, it was something ridiculous. You might have to look that up, man. You might have to look it up.
When did that happen? That happened today?
Man, that was the other
Because
day.
last I heard, he opted out of his player option, but he told everybody he wanted to stay with the Knicks.
No, let me see if I could pull it up. I don't really want to pull it
Oh, well,
up.
it's all right. I think. Oh, you know what? I remember. It was 212 million. Q.
12 and a half.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
212 and a half.
So they're not giving Hartenstein no 100 million. That would be no.
Well, I mean, them paying OG, that means Hartenstein's out. But I guess they.
Well, they still got Mitchell Robinson. They can deal. He's making 20 million, and they still got Julius Randle. They got to get rid of.
I think they're keeping Randle. This last time I heard that they want to keep Randle there, and I think your boy's on the trade block though. The what's his name? Mitchell Robinson. I think Mitchell Robinson is a guy that might be on the way up.
They got to keep Hartenstein. They got to keep one real center at least.
Or find
get rid
somebody.
of Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein.
Nah, they're trying to keep Hartenstein. They got to get rid of Robinson, but that's their shit, man. I ain't worried about what them people doing. But in the end, man, listen, all I can say is, man, 5 years, 12.5. Numbers on it's ridiculous, man. So yeah, G Griff says, buddy, just saying whatever. Nah, he said, buddy, just say whatever. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, man, because I remember a lot of stuff is shaking right now, man. So we start talking about the contracts, about some of these people, man, and what'll be happening. It's unfathomable. You can't tap because so many rumors. What's rumor versus what's fact? You don't actually know until you get right up on it, and that's the crazy part about when free agency hits and all this other stuff is happening. You don't know what's actually real from what's fake. Like the Trae Young thing, all that happened. It turns around. What are they gonna do with Trae Young? They tried Dejounte Murray, which means they more than likely will keep Trae unless they get him out for more picks. So who knows what the hell they're gonna do? But I know for the fact Pelicans still got to move BI and CJ to make it work because they got players behind them that need to get minutes. Trey Murphy, Jordan Hawkins, those guys are the future, and they're cheaper. So we got to get them in there, man. So. All right. Anyway, last comment here, Quinton. What's up, bro? What's going on? He said, I was just on the Hawks podcast a few minutes ago. They said the Pelicans wanted Okongwu. Am I saying that right? Okongwu. Also, Whit Murray. And the Hawks said, throw in Herb, and they would do the deal. Pelicans decided just for Murray. Yeah, they've been trying to get Herb for a while, but we still fleeced them, man. That was a hell of a, that was ridiculous.
I'm not doing Herb.
No, we tried that last time.
Conwell good, but he ain't worth Herb to me.
Yeah. Vibing with the Johnsons says Q. What do you think about Jonathan Isaac? That's DC's guy. DC.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Shit.
That's DC's guy.
But I mean, Jonathan Isaac for BI though. CJ McCullough, if they want to do that, and they give us Jonathan Isaac, I think that's awesome.
You got to make the money, and I think they got some cap.
That's awesome.
I think they got some cap too. So, and there was some smoke about Orlando interested in CJ McCollum. That might be a supreme place. That would be a good.
I'll do that. I'll do that in a heartbeat. Q. If you give me some second, you ain't got to give me a first. Just give me some second round picks.
That's right.
Give me CJ, a couple of second round picks. Jonathan Isaac, we got a deal.
Get him up off your books. You get a backup big, or he can actually start in the pinch for you too. He's a 4 that's a 5. You know what I mean? He's a big guy that can move. He's a difficult man.
I think we could start him at the 5.
You talking about taking
start him at the 5, bro? What we're doing, what we want to do is the switch all thing. And Jonathan Isaac, man,
he fits that. You right.
Herb to me.
Let me get his numbers up here.
Herb to me is one of the best defenders in the league, bro. When you watch Jonathan Isaac and, not looking at the injuries, Jonathan Isaac to me is the best defender in the league. Best all-around defender in the league. He guard 1 through 5. I don't know how you pass it up unless you're just concerned with his injuries because he does get hurt. We already got Zion, so do you really want a front court of two injury-prone guys? That would
But
really
you
be the
still,
only thing.
you're right, and that's also the Mitchell Robinson thing I told you about too. I don't know if you looking
Mitchell
at him.
Robinson's worse. I think he worse.
Right. Yeah, he two injury prone guys sitting on the bench looking at each other. Man, we can't wait to get back in there. Nah, but
And Jonathan Isaac, his offensive game is pretty nice too. You know, he can shoot the three ball. You know what I'm saying? He's a hell of a scorer in transition. There's a lot to him, bro. There's a lot to like about Jonathan Isaac. That
yeah,
would be interesting.
yeah, that would be interesting because you need the proper dancing partner to be able to also take that CJ McCollum deal off your hands. And Orlando does have some cap relief, and they are interested in having a veteran to help. And there are some rumors circulating around about Orlando and some interest in CJ McCollum. Now, I did read about that. So this
that'd be awesome, man. We send them to the East too. We ain't got to worry about them in the West.
Right. That could be. We might have found something for him. We might have found something for him on this one, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bobbin, with the
Yeah.
Johnson.
Oh, well, what if it ain't CJ? What if it's BI? And they're giving us first round picks instead of them seconds.
Well, for BI?
BI and let's say you bring back one of them. They got a defensive point guard over there. I know Willie would love Black. You bring back Black, Jonathan Isaac, some first round picks for BI. Would Orlando do that? It should be, I guess, fairly close with the money.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think a lot because you have to. Yeah, I don't know if they give up Black because they like Black. But then again, I don't know.
I mean, you got Jalen Suggs. How y'all gonna try to inject shooting into your lineup? You gonna play Anthony Black and Suggs? You got to get off of one of them probably.
I don't know.
That Black replaces Dyson Daniels for you, and I think his potential to be a better offensive player is a little higher. But he's a hell of a defender.
Yeah, he's young too. And he's the same size as Dyson.
He about 6'7", 6'8", something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, man.
He can't shoot though, just like Dyson.
Yeah,
But he got the confidence to at least try to shoot though.
I've seen him play. Guy got defense. He got potential, man. I don't know. This would be interesting, man.
He's a good facilitator too, man.
I wouldn't know, say, BI to go out there. I mean, I would only be interested in Orlando if I can unload CJ McCollum there. Because I don't think it's a lot of places, despite what a lot of the rumors are saying, that want a CJ McCollum who has this year, he got 33 and a third on this deal this year, and then it escalates next year. So he got 2 years, this year and next year. You know, it's more attractive. If he had that 1 year deal, I think a lot of people say, we'll take that, and that $30-something odd million falls off the books, and then you got all that extra money on your cap. It's difficult with those 30 million plus years that he has. So it takes a certain environment or situation where you can see a center CJ McCollum and get a guy that you feel that can help, like a Jonathan Isaac and all this kind of stuff. Right, guys, going, because you know it's only so many teams that have that environment to be able to take CJ McCollum's contract and value him there. And you be able to get back, you know, just the fact that you off the contract, get the money off your situation, and maybe you get picks in a role player or somebody that can help you. So, I mean, we'll see, man. Very interesting, man. It's a lot going on, man. All right. Anyway,
what is Jonathan Isaac's money, his contract, bro?
I don't know. I don't think his contract is expensive. He's a big old backup for their ass, man. DC, that dude is like the third string center, ain't he? For Orlando. He the third
Wendell Carter Jr. is technically the starting center, but
man, they got
dude always wind up playing because Wendell Carter Jr.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's like the backup center because you got Wagner, you got Wendell Carter Jr., and then eventually Jonathan Isaac sees full. But when those guys are healthy, he's like the third center there. Hold on, let me look up his contract right quick. 4 years at $69.6 million is Jonathan Isaac. He's in the final year of his 4-year, $69.6 million deal that he signed back in 2021. So basically,
So he don't want to be $100 million guy.
he makes $17.4 million a season, and he in the final year of that 4-year deal. So it's an expiring contract. The Pelicans could get to, but hey, it's just if you can get him and maybe a couple of picks along with CJ McCollum, is 17.4 in the expiring year is better than 33 in the third plus 30 plus million on the second on 2 years, 60 plus million over 2 years with CJ McCollum versus 17.4 in 1 year and on the spot.
And you know another thing, you want to say this. I know you trying to wrap it up, but Orlando is the team that gave us a second round pick for 2 pick swaps. Could we have a trade in place with them, and that was part of them, blessing us with that second round pick? Favor for a favor?
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe.
I don't know, DC, on that. I think on that one, brother. So you saying that the you trying to?
No, I'm just saying, like, a lot of times, when you deal with a team, right, and things go well, like I scratch your back, you scratch mine, type things. Like maybe they cashed their favor in early because they gave us a second round pick. We got Reeves, which I think is an awesome player.
Right.
But literally 2 pick swaps, man. Like,
yes,
that's really nothing. And the pick swaps are in 2030, 2028. So they betting on us, I guess, messing up and losing Zion, but it's a second round pick swap. So
and it wasn't.
You still get second round picks. Like, it's not like you giving up first. So
right. You sure there wasn't no money involved in that? There was no. They didn't mention
say anything about any money, no cash. It was no picks. It's just pick swaps.
That's intriguing, but I mean, yeah, I don't know that if possible, it must be a good relationship there where they were able to do it with just for the pick swaps, basically. That option to decide on, okay, this, that, and we'll take this, that, and the third. And these are second round picks. So we'll see, DC. I mean, it's a working relationship there. And like I said, Orlando would be a good team to look at if you're trying to offload a CJ McCollum. It would be a very good thing to do. We owe him $60 million over the next 2 years. We need to get him out of the way so we can get Jordan Hawkins more minutes. This is real. These young guys are ready to play, and Jordan Hawkins is a shooter. I want to see him develop. I want to see Trey Murphy continue to develop. Trey ain't just a shooter. Trey is developed into a player that'll, if the three ain't shooting, he'll get to the cup and cram it on your head. He shoots the free throws well. And I like Trey's game, and he's still developing. I want to take some of these other players off the court, out of the way, and allow their games to flourish. We took these guys in the first round, and they're ready to contribute, and we need to give them all the time to be able to do that, man. So yes, CJ McCollum, we need to get him up out of the paint ASAP, man. Hopefully we can be able to use this good relationship with Orlando, because I know they were interested in CJ McCollum. They want a veteran to kind of come up to kind of help study him up off the bench. And listen, Orlando's not a smoked goose over here. They actually played pretty decently this past season and got into the playoffs. So, I mean, they took it down. And plus, they've been mollywhopping the Pelicans. They've been beating us for the last, 2 years, I want to say. We haven't beaten Orlando in, 2 years? So, I mean, they've been manhandling. And then that length and all that, if you're the Pelicans, you definitely want to. You've seen enough of Jonathan Isaac, to be able to make a move and say, hey, man, that guy right there, we can utilize him of what he does. Yeah, DC, this is you called this some time ago. You talk about, hey, man, Q. And he called me out of the blue. Hey, man, we need to go after Jonathan Isaac. DC been shouting this one out, bro. I got to give him credit on that. All right, so anyway, family.
That might have been almost a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. You called me out.
That was a while ago.
You was about a year ago. You've been saying that, though. You've been saying, yeah, man, we need Jonathan Isaac. I was like, man, I don't know. You first told me that.
Can you imagine a lineup where you put Jonathan Isaac out there with Herb Jones and Dejounte Murray? That is hell.
Hey, listen.
Is hell.
he does,
team, bro.
when he's healthy, he moves. He covers a lot of court. And the dude he's athletic. He shot blocks. He's long. He's
6'11", 6'10", 6'11". You know,
6'11". Yep, 230 something odd pounds. And and he can get better. Like I said, he's a backup behind Wendell Carter Jr. and Franz Wagner. So I mean,
he's more of a transition, a center, and you can play him at center and transition. You know, a team trying to get up and down the court. If you're trying to establish something in the half court like how Orlando does, I think that's why they don't use him as much. Wendell Carter Jr. is a lot better for that, even though he can run too.
Brother Marcus was saying, man, you maybe anytime you talk to Orlando and you got a CJ McCollum, maybe we should look at Wendell Carter Jr. as a trade asset. So
do they really want to move off from him?
I don't think they want to move on from Wendell Carter, but I haven't heard anything.
I wouldn't be mad at him. He's a good center too.
Nah, it's you definitely, but you upgrade, man, no doubt about it, man. Do you have, if you get that kind of center, do you have Messi there? I mean, we going in the right direction. We got athletic bigs that can do a lot. We going in the right direction. Basically, opposite of what we had last year. We had a very skilled big that wasn't very athletic, that didn't fit Willie's system. 2 centers. We had 2 guys like that, even though Cody Zeller was a little faster than Big V. You still had 2 guys that Willie Green wasn't utilizing, because he kind of felt that they didn't work. Well, if you got mobile bigs, it's not too many excuses there. Yeah, we talked about this, bro, about the trading, the DeAndre Ayton. We hear the reports that's coming out on that. Oh, man, I don't know. But, we'll see what they do. Just Ad Davis says trade for Kessler. I know you've been big on Kessler, and Smith from the Pacers is a free agent. So, I mean, yeah, right. So they got some, in terms of trades and things to do and see, man. After seeing how the Pelicans fleeced Atlanta today, I'd be interested to see, what's ahead, man. I'm very intrigued about the next move because this was a big one. We solved a big issue this afternoon by getting Dejounte Murray for reserve players. No disrespect to Larry or Dyson or EJ, but these are backup players, second liners for a full out starter who's averaging 25 a game and who assists and rebounds and is in the prime. So, and then we got him at the front on a contract that's 3+ years. So he 3 years and he fits along within the window where Zion is. So this is a stellar move. I just want to see how they do what they do with BI and CJ moving forward, man. So it is what it is. Yeah, Ego Trip. It's an expiring deal. Yeah, last year of a $7.5 million deal. So that's what we were saying. That's what DC was saying. It was so attractive to get Jonathan Isaac because he fits the switch it all system. Very versatile, 6'11", 7-footer. That's 230 something odd pounds. Very skilled.
Could stretch the floor a little bit too.
Yeah, he can hit. I seen him hit them 3-pointers. He hit them on the Pelicans. So I mean, it'll be fun, man. Watching all that, man. We'll see. All right, Carl says, I know he's glad he don't have to deal with Herb again. All right. Monkey man, Mage, Money Key Mage. I hope I'm saying that right. Better than trade 2, to be honest. That defense with CJ would have been bad. Yeah, we seen that, and Lex would kind of give you a whole tutorial of how they were just embarrassing CJ McCollum, just attacking them each one of them, attacking them at a time. They literally pinpointed the weakest link, and they would tear the Pelicans up with that. So we definitely can't do that no more. Fishing with Jeremy says, I'll take Drummond right now. Big Drummond that don't run the floor well. Andre Drummond, I mean, he don't run the floor well, in my opinion. He kind of old, isn't he? Doughboy says Atlanta Hawks bad trade for Murray. Indeed, Doughboy. Jay Survive said I think ATL wanted their star trade to be the main guy in the backcourt. And yeah, I thought Dejounte Murray was going to be the guy, but we'll take him. He helps us. The Pelicans are better now than what they were yesterday. So it's a win. And we'll see what they got going into the future. But listen, fam, that's going to be the end of the stream tonight, man. Listen, it was a fantastic day today, man. We wasn't even kind of planned and popping up today. We was going to do a stream tomorrow, to be honest with you. But listen, big news of the day. Pels make the trade to get Dejounte Murray to New Orleans, man, without surrendering CJ McCollum or Brandon Ingram. They use role players to get it. Congratulations to the Pelicans organization. A question was asked, I think it was Stephanie, forgive me if I got the wrong name, asked if Swin Cash was involved in the idea for the trade. I think, with all of this going on with David Griffin, you got a new general manager that's stepping into the fold. And even though he's been there for 14 years, he's still new at that position. You got to kind of lean on these other guys, because I can see right now with all that going on, he going to have a lot of pressure on him to kind of get this stuff done right. So I got to say probably a committee approach that they kind of work this stuff around to see what they can got going on. Remember, the cap manager and strategist guy, they hired him too as a part of the administrators to kind of get the Pelicans where they need to be from a monetary perspective. Did you catch that? So we're going to see how this all folds moving forward, man. But listen, I like to thank all of you guys for tuning in to Pelican Post Game Report over 2.5 hours on this beautiful, excellent Friday afternoon. We get Dejounte here to the city. Please do me a service and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're on X, please hit the retweet button as well. Pelicans stepping up, handling the business and doing the damn thing and building the team. So we'll see what it looks like going forward, man. It has got very interesting, hasn't it, family? It has got very interesting. So anyway, from me and DC, man, we're going to get on up out of here. We're going to holler at you on the next one. Y'all hit the notification and like button for the next stream, and we'll pop up and holler at you. Much love, and go Pels.
Show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the alpha. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show them the proof, show them that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Post-Game Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top-flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That too.